And there we go. Okay. Do I have somebody who can volunteer as tribute for giving the recap from last week?
I can give it a go.
Alrighty.
So we started off as uh, final preparations were made by Simon to punch his ticket and head off to collect, presumably, his lovely award for being a hermit um, at the Molt Market something conference.
Chrysalis Conference.
Chrysalis conference. I knew there was some other terminology insect related. He pops in at the main gate and is greeted by Lorette Dreamwell, who tells him that dinner will be served and that there's a ceremony. And, trying not to get him to wander too far, but he could wander around because not really time yet. And then Bob arrives as well on his big beetle. And also, eventually, Scott pops in to the whole experience. Um, Separately, our good friend Flo shows up and realizes that her presence is being celebrated as a sort of celebrity around the conference, and many of her names and posters and books are up. So she goes into a shop to do a little impromptu book signing because nothing like flattery will get you everywhere. We learn from Bob that there are assassins about, which, although he says it possibly in a way that is overly cautious, there is a reaction from the people who are there that indicates that he's possibly correct, that there are, in fact, assassins about.
There's always assassins about.
Yeah, we take that as gospel. And then we're like, well, let's just do a little browsy browse. And they're like, are you sure you want to browse? And we're like, yeah, sure, why not? We see the commotion at the bookshop, and the lady running the bookshop does not like it when we suggest that we all have the same sort of tickets, and we should go to Scott's job interview for security and get ourselves sorted as far as attending the festivities properly. Lady definitely does not like it, tries to snatch her away. There's a little shenanigans here and there. There's some people stepping in the way. There's some stuff exploding. There's and then everything descends into chaos. And we do a runner because we don't really want to kill anybody at this conference.
We genuinely scarp her off. Yeah.
Yep. And one element of doing a runner is an illusion of a doorman with a list. That is actually probably the second most effective thing that happens to get our pursuers off of our tail.
Yeah.
We try and make a run for the manor house, and during the process, we find that our final party member just punches her way through reality into this realm. Not sure how that happened, but it did. Scott decided that in order to hide her, there was no trees. Most disappointingly for Scott, like in so many ways, he was disappointed. Just a flat grassy plain with nothing to hide in. So he headed for the gardens with Lady Tremaine rock golem form in tow. Then Flo and a very fast-moving little Bob, and then finally, stalling for time, Simon. They managed to put a little bit of space between them and their very strange pursuers, who were possibly the best-dressed, least professional soldiers any of us had ever met. We got to the steps, and that's where Flo encountered someone who promised to love her and bring her somewhere and do wonderful things for her. We found out later that this man, who was called Fuckface, actually is called Evander, but is actually called Fuckface. It turns out that version of Fuckface was just an illusion, so we ran through him and eventually got inside the manor house after using a little pixie to explode our pursuers in a extremely chaotic fashion. And we met the lady of the manor, Meandra of the Metamorphoses, the space between what is and what will be. And Meandra told us that there's not much happening in the what is and what will be. Everything's kind of stagnant. And when she went to ask her friends in the other realms and people she knows about what up, She doesn't seem to be able to transit between realms. She seems to have been isolated. Lady Tremaine also seems to have been isolated. I'll be right back. Someone can pick up the recap from there, hopefully.
Lady Tremaine also seems to be isolated, and they have a bit of a conversation about what it's going to take to fix things. Eventually, coming to the conclusion that they have to depose Evander from his from Tremaine's realm, uh, the land of Tremaine, which, as far as we
The
understand,
land of
is
potential. Yeah, land of
land of
potential.
potential.
The realm of potential is her domain.
We all are recruited to do so by the bidding of the Lady of Metamorphosis, as she has plucked at least 3 of us by choice from our various worlds because we are all going through our own. Flo seems to have been an unexpected guest, but still welcome to help. And there's something fishy going on there. I haven't quite figured out what yet. Apart from her having a golden ticket that eventually spits out Evander himself to yell at us. Um, we get some gifts from the Lady of Metamorphosis, various delightful ciphers, as well as some. Uh, I believe that Scott got some cool arrows, which are player intrusions that have to be used with metamorphosis in mind when they are used.
Correct.
And then what else happens after that? Bob is given his beetle back with the blessing of the Lady of Metamorphosis that he is uh, wanting to go with the party. And they all head out to walk their way into another Fey realm to start making a difference. And then they are interrupted by once again Fuckface, who has decided to capture back his lovely wife and keep her safe by all means necessary because she is in a lot of danger being out and about and free. That's just unacceptable. He scoops up uh, Lady Tremaine and teleports away, placing the rest of us under arrest for kidnapping. And that
We
is where we left off, I
notably
believe.
did not do.
I know, he seems pretty sure. All right. So, first of all, I do not believe I showed you a picture of what Fuckface looks like.
That is true.
So,
Nay.
Fuckface is still an illusion
His
wrapped
face
in an
is
enigma and a
apparently a
mystery.
fuck. Let's just say.
Wrapped in an enigma. Who wrapped
What?
this guy in an enigma?
What does a fuck look like?
Why is it just the face of a
well,
fuck? Or is he a whole fuck person?
well, you get the picture of the waist up, so.
Okay, well that's most of a fuck face.
It's Fuckface plus bonus. You get
He's kind
to
of an
see his.
androgynous fuck face, really, when you come right down to it.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, indeed, he is quite the androgynous gentleman
He's a fae. What are you gonna do?
in the realm of potential.
Oh, sorry. Firefox is now crashing when I open Roll20 again. Pardon me. I need to go
Oh,
back
such fun!
and open it in Chrome.
In the land of potential, Fuckface could potentially be a woman or a man. You never know.
All right. So, as he disappears with Lady Tremaine in tow, he looks. He seems to get a slight hook on Flo, but seems to have other bigger things on his mind. So he bamfs away with his lovely paramour, and you see a troop of very uncomfortable-looking guards? Question mark. It seems to be some official capacity, but they're probably fairly new at the job. And this is what they look like. And yes, the one in the middle is sort of shoved forward by his companions, and he kind of puts his shoulders back. Right. Right then, you lot. By the power vested in me by the Committee of Orderly Conduct, Subcommittee on Kidnappings, Working Group on Love Crimes, and the Standing Desk on Paperwork, you are hereby under arrest for the heinous and thoroughly inconvenient crime of kidnapping Lady Tremaine. And, yes, I know she insists he wasn't kidnapped. And you probably found her wandering about, but that's what they all say, and we've been given the forms already. Once the forms are signed, it's practically treason not to follow through. And, well, treason has some rather stiff fines that I'm just not prepared to pay. So, now I'd like to remind you that resisting arrest is illegal, as is not resisting arrest suspiciously quickly, as in escaping arrest entirely, that is... and he pulls out what looks to be a notepad. Let me. I guess pretending to be a guard in order to arrest someone else, which I noticed none of you are doing. But if you were, I'd have to arrest you for that too, in case that ever comes up.
Is it illegal to give criminals ideas about crimes? Because now I've had the thought to impersonate you that you just gave me by suggesting it.
Oh no!
So really, you're the one who should be seized. Guards, seize him!
They kind of look at each other confused. Give me a persuasion check, please.
Difficulty?
Let's make this a level... they're not very clever. We'll make this a level 2 check.
Oh, God.
They're not fair.
Simon leads down to Bob as Scott's gone off on this tangent. And, he literally squats down to him and he goes, I like the way he's going with this, but I have a feeling it's just going to end up with us running around more.
That is a success.
All right. So, yes, he looks rather troubled. And one of the other guards comes up and, rules are rules, so you're under arrest for the crime of pre-criminal ideas. Turn around and and she just sort of gets him to join in with you lot. We'll get you all at the same time.
Well, hold on a moment.
I lean over to the guy and go, what are you in for?
Three crimes, it would seem.
Hold on a moment. Is there not a regulation that the number of guards has to exceed the number of detainees? I mean, how are you going to keep a watch on all of us? There's 3 of you and 5 of us.
Well, that's a... You better come with us to ask the captain. The captain probably has the answer to that. Yes.
Excuse me. Yes, hello. I couldn't help but notice you have not acquired our name, and therefore must not have a writ with our names attached to it for arrest. Therefore, you cannot make a legal arrest without a writ that dictates that you are arresting a particular individual. Until such a writ is provided, we are therefore not under arrest.
And they kind of gather in together and they... Yes. I believe we here at the committee are very firm on justice, or at least moderately stiff, possibly flexible on Tuesdays. Some of us are new, actually, and this is my first week with the helmet, so if I look uncertain, it's because I am. But, well, if you would all kindly line up, but we'll get to the bottom of that, and we'll get you the form for complaining about the writ that doesn't have your names on it. It's probably blue. We'll sort that out for you. But in the meantime, you're going to have to talk to the right authority to protest. We can't have people protesting all willy-nilly.
So you're saying you're not someone in authority?
No, goodness gracious, no. But just more authority than you.
Then how do you have the authority to arrest us if you're not an authority?
Oh, I certainly have more authority than you. Obviously, I've got a spear and a uniform.
I have a sword and a
But
bow.
you don't have the right uniform. The uniform is very important, you see.
I look
Now-
over at the other guy. Hey, can I borrow your uniform?
And he kind of looks. No, this is my authority. I'm going to need it. You know
I mean,
how
you're
long
in
it
with
takes
us
to
at
get
this
these
point.
forms.
You're in with us at this point. If you don't cooperate,
Yes, me.
Yes,
Simon
so if
looks
you
at
would
the main
kindly
guard.
line up, preferably by height, but yeah, the length of your fingernails would also be acceptable, and we'll march you off for proper processing, which will involve stamping, shouting, very long lectures on rationing of love, which is, I am told, absolutely fascinating if you're into that sort of thing, which we are.
Hello.
Yes, which we are. So let's go.
Hold on.
Off we
I'm
go to
sorry.
justice.
I'm so.
No, if
terribly
you wish to
sorry.
interrupt, I'm afraid you have to fill in form 37A, and we will have to get that at the palace, as I do not
simply
carry
must
those on me.
interrupt you, as I am actually
No, you do not
being-
have authority to interrupt. I must insist we go along, and yeah, they start shoving you along.
He turns
Scott is
back
pushing
to-
against them.
He turns back
Uh,
to Simon, and he's just like,
going to claim diplomatic immunity, but they won't get me get any.
He goes. He just shakes his head. He's like, I was going to save this for later, but I just have to explain to the two of you, as near as I can figure out. As much as you would like to outsmart these people, you're going to have to outstupid them.
Ostrich. I had to outstupid someone in my entire life.
Yes, you've never been here before, and I'm not exactly sure what the ingredients are going to be, but I think we're going to have to work together as a team, and we appear to be going in. He looks around and he goes, well, including our new companion here, who just got arrested, 5 different directions.
he holds up his hand to Simon's. Says,
I think my nails are longer. I should go in front of you.
I thought they were going to do it alphabetically by height. I was worried we wouldn't get out of here at all. Go ahead.
All right, so you guys line up by fingernails, I take it?
Sure.
I
That's the
would
director
like to
Bob
know
is
the
taking.
order that happens to be, just for my own personal enjoyment.
Bob has claws, so he's in front.
Yep.
Does Simon keep tidy fingernails?
Yeah,
What about
Simon handles a lot of things where you wouldn't want dirt under your fingernails. You want to keep the ingredients sorted. Does a lot of cooking.
Flo bites her nails, so she's also tiny, so I think she would be last.
I have normal nails, so I'm probably between Simon and Poplovich.
How does ex-guard guy who has now been arrested?
Yeah.
Is he?
ex-guard guy looks at all of your nails. Oh, yes, I think I would go between the tall one with the bow and the reasonably sized one over here. And yeah, he sort of like wiggles in between you two.
Am I reasonably sized now? Okay.
I mean, they do have quite a lot of reason here.
You're
It's
Do you say that out
overflowing.
loud?
You say that out
Scott, do you
loud?
say that out
Yeah.
loud? All right. The guard who has just joined your company kind of looks. There is an unreasonable amount of reasonableness. It's been quite uncomfortable, I must say. Did you bring
Don't
it with
worry,
you?
I'll show you the ropes.
Oh, there are ropes involved with this. Oh, I didn't see a form about that.
Wow, Simon, I didn't take you for that sort of man.
Oh la la.
Well, you know, been a
Let's get
long
lonely up
life.
in that tower.
There's a lot of books on ropes.
Yes. All right. So as you
I
guys
get
are,
one Shabari reference per campaign. This was it.
please put that in the quotes. Oh man. So you guys are marched off. They are rather insistent on you staying in a very firm line, but they seem to get a little distracted as they go. They find, interesting looking flowers or shiny rocks, or if the curl of one of the guards' hair is looking particularly springy. But they do tend to snap back as they go. It's like ADHD if it kept skipping. Like if you've ever heard of Kevin might be old enough for this too. CDs when they used to skip, and it would be like
Yeah, no,
really smooth.
I've watched a CD before.
You've watched a CD.
I'm gonna throw a real vinyl record at your head, and we'll see how that goes.
I've listened to a record as well. I'm cultured.
Oh, there you go.
So cultured. All right. At first sight, the castle looks exactly as a Fey palace ought to. A glorious mess. Towers sprout at whatever angle they please, balconies appear wherever the architecture feels the mood needs a little drama, and fountains erupt in shapes that no mortal language has quite got around to naming yet. The walls shift from ivy to glass to painted daydream, and the windows seem to be open to whatever scene would make the best story at the time. It's not finished because it was never meant to be finished. After all, perfection leaves no room for improvement, and that simply won't do. When you approach, you start to look at it and it feels just slightly off. You blink and clear your eyes and you realize what's wrong. The towers that have an air of chaos are standing oddly at attention, and each one is exactly the same distance apart, like soldiers in a parade who have been told that there will be measuring tapes involved. Balconies, while they have a strange shape about them, have been installed in precise 12-foot intervals, as though someone declared spontaneity a fire hazard. So you have a weird assortment of extremely straight, well-ordered things that are having these almost like growths coming out of chaos. It's like something is trying to. Have you ever seen like that gardener's fabric and the weeds just start to like push through, like concrete where the dandelions are going like, fuck yeah, I can grow here no matter what. It's like that sort of happening with the palace. The fountains, once extravagant improvisers, now burble in neat little arcs but they become so uniform you think they had been attending a seminar on professionalism. And unfortunately, as things mismanage, some of them are spilling where they oughtn't be spilling. The ivy climbs from wild disarray into uncomfortably parallel lines and back again, presumably having read the new employee's handbook but promptly forgetting it. The air smells faintly of ink, polish, and disapproval. Somewhere nearby, possibility has been quietly smothered by policy, and nobody thought to tell every part of the castle it had a choice in the matter. At the gates, 2 guards wait with a cheerful menace of office doormen, hands twitching towards clipboards containing very important lists of very important people who are not you. Behind them, another pair scowls with slow suspicion on border inspection, and they look to be prepared to demand everything that you need to tell. They look to be prepared to demand everything that you didn't think to prepare with you that day. Unlicensed metaphors in the last 30 days seem to be causing the person in front of you some trouble. The gate creaks open, not when pushed, but exactly on a quarter hour, because somebody's imagination has been put on a quota. So you guys get to the gate, and the first guard kind of looks you up and down. Do you have your passports? The
No.
guards look uncomfortably. And they pull out. It's like if somebody saw a picture of a book and didn't know what a book truly was. It's the right shape, and it's kind of paper adjacent, but it doesn't look like it opens at all. And so they just hand it to them, and they look it up and down. They kind of roll it in their hands like you might a die, and they nod officially and hand it back. And what about these ones? And they look to you expectantly. Where are your passports?
I go,
No
are you
passports.
kidding? I reach into my bag and I pull out a ham on rye.
Oh, it's one of those new bread passports. Interesting. And he takes it. Please give me a persuasion check.
My ham
Oh,
on
sorry.
rye an asset?
Yes. How I don't know how fresh is the bread?
Oh, very. Brand
Oh,
new
then
sandwich.
yes, you can definitely have this as an asset.
Simon's logic is that you can get in a lot of places with a sandwich. This
True.
seems like one of them. Oh my goodness! What is the difficulty of the persuasion? Is it persuasion?
Yes, this is persuasion, and to convince them that you have your official paperwork, we'll make this one a level 3. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
no, you have the asset, so it's level 2.
I have an inability in charm, persuasion, and etiquette because I am attempting to use a sandwich in a very strange context. Although the sandwich itself might be useful, the actual act of me presenting the sandwich is not very good. So that's going to negate that out. So I'm rolling a straight 3.
Rolling flat.
Cool. Intellect. Oh boy. No effort. I figure let the chips fall where they may here. No. Oh no.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe my sandwich isn't as fresh as I thought it was.
So, unfortunately for you, the sandwich is actually delightfully fresh. It's so fresh that the beast of burden nearby has decided to eat it. He slurps it up, and they look at you and like, oh dear, it doesn't appear to see you have lost all of your paperwork. You're going to have to wait until that comes out the other end, and it might take you a while to put it back together. In the meantime, we're going to have to get you in more secure facilities. And without a passport, I am unable to determine which level you should be at. So, well, and
Wait,
what color?
Wait just a moment. How can you identify that we are the personnel in that paperwork if you don't have the paperwork to identify us?
Well, that's sort of the problem. So we're going to kick it up the line to somebody else to sort out. But we do know
Right, but
that
you can't detain us in the meantime. You have to come find us later, once that's been sorted out. That's the
I
way
would
it works.
need you. And he's going to stop and think about it. Could you please cite the infraction code, and I will look into it.
Article 8, subsection 3.
Excellent. Now, if you would like to put in a formal request, you're going to need the purple form, and to get that, you'll need the yellow form. It's on level 47, the one next to the hexagon.
But that's not my responsibility, it's yours. In
Oh,
accordance
but you
with
see,
Article
in order to
17,
meet that
subsection
responsibility, you'll have to get me the yellow form. So, good luck with that! And the guards continue shuffling you in.
I thought Menzo Baron-san was tired of gods. Insane.
I don't think there's actually a lot of paperwork happening, but there's a lot of intention to do paperwork happening.
Flo, can you please give me a perception check?
I would love to.
And this is to do with fable shit. And it is a level. This one is a level 6.
I know it's
check.
fey bullshit, but I hear fable shit a lot of the time when people say that.
That's what I heard the first time it was said, and I just rolled with it. Fable shit. Yeah,
Sorry,
sure.
Jill, what was the level there?
It's 6.
6,
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you. That's a big one. I
Yeah.
did choose to take a specialization in fable shit. So
Ah.
That's 2 for you.
Nice.
Hey! All right. So you're walking along, and everything is very strange. But you've worked in academia.
yeah.
You're familiar with useless paperwork meant to keep people from entering places that we just don't want the riffraff coming in.
Yeah.
You also are familiar with what's the word I'm looking for? Forgery. And yes, you remember getting caught. You remember trying to come in with incorrect credentials, and you had a lot of swagger. You got away with it a lot. So the paperwork that they seem to be talking about, yeah, it does seem to be just forgery on top of forgery on top of forgery. but it all comes off as quite fake, which seems to have a bit of the same sort of weird sense you got off of your invite. Furthermore, you look down and feeling pretty good. You've got a little bit more of a spring to your step than you have in a while.
That is deeply suspicious.
All right.
Amazing.
So I assume they're taking us to the archives of the forums, yes?
You are being taken up into a nearby tower. You had to wait at the gate uncomfortably until a bell rang on the quarter of the hour, which Flo, you would know that's very strange. Time is generally more of a suggestion here than anything else.
Nobody keeps it. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, it seems to be on the quarter of the hour, which you know because you keep time, but you're not quite sure how it got here in this sort of nature. You guys are taking up a cobblestone path. Again, it goes just like you see on the outside with the towers, like ramrod straight, and then it'll meander weirdly. It seems like you're walking along the side of the wall for a minute or two there, and then again back down with all of the personality of a office hallway until you are brought into a cell. They do allow you to come together because the lot of guards don't seem to know exactly what they're supposed to be doing. And your new companion is brought in with you, and he sort of looks at everybody, and they shrug. They're not quite sure what to do about it, and you are left to your own devices.
Is there a bench? Like even a
yes,
crude...
there are. Sorry, yeah, there are benches. There is a window with a bunch of roots growing through it instead of bars. There is a bit of a like a mossy sort of thing coming off the side there, and a stack of various colored forms.
Simon sits down and he goes, "Okay, you know, spend most of the time, if I'm not cooking or actively doing anything, just lounging. There's been almost no lounging today. This is nice."
On a bench in a bay prison. Perhaps that's not as nice as it could be.
I presume there will still be tea.
I would presume not. Have you ever been incarcerated?
Have you ever been in the Feywild?
Fair point, I can see.
Did you pull tea out of your bag?
Yeah. It's not
better
the same,
to be
though.
served. Yeah,
that's obviously.
True. That's fair.
It would be nice if the host brought tea. He says it a little too loudly. It would be nice if the host brought tea.
Oh my gosh. You said there were some.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
He was just going to say, if you would like to retrieve some tea from your bag, I would happily serve it to you.
I do appreciate the sentiment, Bob, but as it were, let's just see how this pans out. Flo, are you the resident expert? Because Scott here, though he's from the Feywild, keeps appearing to think in straight lines, which hasn't been going great.
Whoa. I am not from the Feywild. Yeah, I got pointed ears. That's kind of racist, to be honest with you. Just a little bit.
Well, okay, to be fair, Scott, how did you initially attempt to get to the Feywild?
I did a jig in a fairy circle. Everyone knows that.
I rest my case. Okay, Flo.
Anyone can do a jig in a fairy circle.
But who would? Seriously.
Anyone
he looks at Bob. He goes, Bob, jigs and fairy circles up your alley?
I've never heard of it, much less participated.
Exhibit A. Okay, anyway, I'm just getting warmed up for the court thing.
He's completely normal. He's your case study. He's the normal one.
The goblin from Menzo Baranson.
Yes,
that is what I'm saying.
Normal. I'm actually not. I'm quite above average for goblin folk.
See?
In age.
And in manner,
I
give
do
him
not
some
believe-
credit.
I do not believe you are of a youthful spire either, madam. I do not believe that is quite necessary.
I'm not young either. It's fun. Scott's a baby and we're all geezers. I don't know.
And yet he's older than all of us. Anyway, well, older than me. He's probably not older than the two of you. I don't know the math.
Young man.
Probably
how old are
older than him, definitely not older than Teach.
Old. I'm old.
Not that old. You look good.
Oh, thank you, Scott. You're so sweet.
You seem a little rosier today.
Yeah, you look like you perked up when you got here.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Bob
Anyway, we're
pulls
busting out of here.
Bob sits a little bit close, stands up, walks a little bit closer to Flo, pulls out a very fine-looking monocle, holds it up to his eye, and like zeroes in on her.
Exactly. I can. Too on
you.
about.
Thank you, Bob. Yes. Maybe I feel a little, bouncier? I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a very long time.
Been a while since what?
Well, since I've been here. I've been teaching for like 300 years.
Oh. But you have been here.
Sure, of course. Who hasn't?
Flo, give me a
Until
deception check, please.
today?
Oh, are we like doing a contested insight check for against her, or?
If he's got something to help him,
Lies.
yeah,
I've got
then yeah.
I've got sensing lies then.
Oh, I think I have I have an inability in this. So
That takes you down to a 14.
down by 1, yeah.
12 plus 6, 18. Yes. Bob smells something.
Oh, absolutely. Flo is fucking barely dancing around the truth. She's a hot mess, Bob.
He nods as she's talking, but he doesn't expose her bullshit to the rest of the. Just takes it in.
Joe, did you say there were some papers? There were some forms?
Yep.
Great, I'm taking those.
I assume, as a resident expert of it, place that the paperwork and subsequent lack thereof not.
Fuck no.
No, it's supposed to be like kind of vibes based, I guess would be the best way to put it.
That's exactly right, Scott. Dude, that's Feywild 101. It's all vibes based. No time, no structure.
Your class was like 1 out of like 3 that I actually paid attention in. It's supposed to be vibes.
And you asked me if you could be a wizard.
Yeah.
You know what happens when you don't pay attention during the later stages of wizard training?
Lots of bad things, I imagine.
Yeah,
Exploding.
holes open in reality. Just big holes.
Hmm.
You have to stitch them back together.
Wait, can you do that?
No.
Why not?
I taught people how to do things. I don't do fancy shit.
That'd be really nice for getting us out of this jail cell.
Well, like, I technically know some of the things, but at the moment, I'm not really confident about some of the incantations and things and how they might go off in a place where they seem to have paperwork, but I don't know if you've noticed, none of the pens appear to have any ink in them.
I'm sorry, young man, would you like out of the jail cell?
I mean, wouldn't we all?
Not particularly, because then we have them running around, and then what?
Well, we're trying to go find a fuckface, Evander,
I
and
feel like
do
he's
something.
probably not particularly far away.
Right, so this is the perfect time to get out and go find him.
What
Right.
if he's the judge?
Well, we can't do whatever we need to do when the entire army is there, right?
You're thinking logically.
I mean, it
Flo,
seems like we're in the logical place right now.
Flo is folding the paperwork into like little origami, like little, you know how when you fold a dollar bill a certain way, you can make the guy look really funny?
Oh, yes.
Yep.
She's folding the paperwork in a way that makes the words different. So she's trying to fold it so that it says things like, I don't know, things that evoke freedom and freeing prisoners.
All right. Are you reading the paperwork or are you just playing with it?
I feel like she's taking a very whimsical approach to this. So reading it only as much as she needs to like clock the words and letters she wants.
All right.
So like
Bob will
some
take one
reading,
and
but
read the whole thing.
not actually reading the whole thing. It's like when you skim and you're looking for certain words.
Simon
All right.
grabs one with hedge magic from the table without getting up from the bench, snatches it towards him, and he goes, "Are we in the logical place?" And he starts reading out loud whatever is on the form that he has grabbed.
Yes.
So you have Form 17-B, notification of unintentional kidnapping, mutual agreement pending. And it basically says in circular legalese that the queen has been kidnapped and therefore you are going to be held accountable for this. It was basically a chastising of everything you should have done. However, you know that you weren't originally meant to be here. So it gives you the impression that perhaps you're not the first group that has been accused of kidnapping Lady Tremaine. You are just the most recent. Further, Title C, Appendix A to Form 9 3/4, Declaration of Alleged Innocence subject to skeptical review. Ledger of Love Misallocations, Volume 3, revised and expanded and then brought back down for more convenience. Mandatory roster of unlawful affection transfer, single use copy. And one that catches your eye is Registry of Improperly Formed Contracts, Accidental Promises and Oaths Made While Sneezing. Flo, this is the one that you are playing with.
He goes, so for Simon's part, he goes, "Scott, there's a specific form with a number for kidnapping the queen."
Yeah, that seems about right.
Does that make any sense?
So
Not for kidnapping.
What do you propose that we do, Simon?
Vibes.
Okay. Well, this place is harshing my vibes.
Yes, I've got a headache. I made the mistake of trying to look at the castle as we walked up. It's not been going well.
I don't know if it's a cultural separation. I'm not sure what harshing or vibes mean.
Okay. If I could break this down. Do you have feelings?
Yes.
Okay. Vibes are feelings. It's a one-to-one translation, pretty much. To harsh someone's vibes is to put them in a circumstance where their feelings are consistently unpleasant.
Akin to torture.
Torture. Simon just nods when he says it. He's like, "I knew that was coming."
Flo, can you please give me a level 1 dexterity check?
Yeah, like a
Speed.
speed.
Sorry, speed
Yeah.
check, yeah.
I was kind of thinking, Scott, that maybe if we get to court, we try and convince them that it's not the right kind of court. Sort of a play on words thing.
Like we challenge them to a game of basketball?
Or tennis, yeah. Something down that way.
You probably would be.
Not pickleball.
Yeah, I was about to say pickleball seems more appropriate for the crowd we got here.
All right.
It's not just an old people game.
I know.
It's an
I
unfair
love it.
characterization.
Sorry, that makes me laugh because we had a whole discussion about whether pickleball is cool or just for old people, and it went on for like 20 minutes in class today.
Well, things can be two things at once. It can
That
be
was
both
the
cool
conclusion.
and for old people.
That was the conclusion they came to, is that old people who are cool can play pickleball, but they have to be like cool in a weird way. They have to like it ironically. Was the conclusion they came to. Flo, yeah, the paperwork that you're working with lights on fire, and yeah, you manage to get away fairly unscathed, but your eyebrows are looking maybe a little more singed than normal.
Simon puts it out with hedge magic, with a little splash of water that rains. Little tiny thundercloud comes and goes on the table. He's like, honey, Flo, dear, darling, I don't know what to call you, quite frankly, but whoa, that's the second time you've been playing with a piece of paper and it exploded.
Immediately the door behind you opens, or the door to the cell opens, and it's like, you're trying to escape?
No.
The paperwork, it tried to burn me. What did you put in it?
I put in paperwork. It's paperwork. It's to make you do the things. You need to do it properly. It's illegal to do things incorrectly. You have to follow the rules. There are things that have to be paid. You have to clock in. And he turns around and vomits.
We weren't thinking of doing anything like that. But now we are, because you put that thought in our heads.
This is endangerment. You are mishandling prisoners. This is I am look at my eyebrows. They're like,
you hear from the cell next to you.
Millimeters shorter.
I'm working on the paperwork right now if you want to join me. And yeah, he goes and joins his companion, and a new guard comes in place.
It's a highly effective solution, Scott. Perhaps if you do it to all of them, they will be out of the...
Yeah, just gotta do it 200 more times.
And he's just gonna look. You guys are from you guys are from not here, right?
Yep.
Veritably.
And he's gonna look at Scott. You look kind of guardly.
Okay.
Do you happen to have like a handbook on how to do this?
I don't keep good notes. I'm kind of one of those like mental keep it all up here types.
Oh, we can open your head. That's fine. And he's going and he's looking around. Does it like, is it hard, or do we need to come in with some more delicate work?
It's hard.
Oh.
Hard-headed.
Okay.
Very.
Excellent.
Scott,
That means I can.
Scott, you
gonna
invited the
look around.
man to hit you with a claymore.
Yeah, he's got a club in his hand, and he's coming in.
Okay. He's visiting violence.
Surgical procedures?
If you could roll me a might check of 4, because he's trying to bash your head in.
Would this not be a speed defense task?
Before
Oh, sorry, yeah, Scott.
Before he has a chance to do so, Bob is going to kind of walk over to the guard walking up with the bat and just say,
I'm so terribly sorry, sir. I'm afraid you cannot perform this procedure upon my associate here. Not have the bashing one's head in license.
Are you familiar with how to do this guard business with paperwork?
I am. Quite. Unfortunately, we also do not have the forms for that here.
But you do know how to do this.
Yes.
Wonderful. I will be back. I'm going to get the rest of them. The instructions have been less than clear, which normally doesn't bother us, but it's kind of causing us some problems.
I am terribly sorry to bring this up yet again, but unfortunately, as a prisoner, I'm not legally allowed to train your guard. Your guard staff, I have to be legally not a prisoner. Meaning I could facilitate such.
Give me a persuasion check.
I can only assume I can use deceiving for this.
Most definitely.
Okay.
And the difficulty on this one is going to be a 3.
Excellent.
Also, sorry. Scott, take an XP for your first creativity on that front. And Greg, you get one for the line about out-stupiding.
All right.
That is a success.
Beautiful.
I am going to take an advancement in lateral thinking as a skill.
Somebody has to.
Yeah.
So he's going to oh, yes, I see. What if we got you a Daypass? I heard somebody say that once. That's a thing, right? It came on that paper, and it would allow you to pass for. I'm not totally sure what a day is, but a day would that be enough? You could be a not prisoner for a day.
Yes, that would be a reasonable amount of time to train an entire guard force on how to be guards, yes.
Right, I'm going to go and find out the paperwork required for a Daypass. And he scurries off. He looks quite content about this new turn of events.
I appreciate that, Bob. I was probably going to have to stab him.
Yes, well, we can't have anyone getting anyone else's bashed in while we are trying to figure out how to dictate.
Do you think he knows how to be a tyrant dictator, or he's just picked up the back half of a handbook?
At this point in time, I am convinced that nothing that is here is actual, and I've probably kind of poisoned it.
All right.
I'm rolling with, I believe, the correct terminology.
Yes, I'm not going to burst your bubble at this point. It seems to be going well since you've accepted your fate. Hello?
What?
Obviously, he's going to get out, but we can't all be on the guard training whatever crew.
No, of course not.
So when we end up at trial, other than confusing them as to what a court is, because I'm sure they're not going to be 100% sure, do we have any other strategies about how kidnapping? I mean, there was no kid involved. We could probably nail them on that point.
Nobody was sleeping.
No one took a nap.
No one was sleeping.
Yeah, there was no nap.
If they're bringing charges against us, we haven't had anybody run towards us.
True.
No charges.
No charges.
No charges.
Guilty. We can't be guilty. There's no tea. We haven't been served any tea. Much less tea with gills.
No gills.
Exactly.
If it's a tennis court, someone needs to be serving, and since they're the home team, they should serve first, so they should serve us.
Tea.
Yes, but not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty, specifically.
Bob looks
all right.
so frustrated at this whole conversation. He's just like,
listen, common as a second language is rough out here.
Poison-induced psychosis.
Bob, the idea isn't that any of these specific things are going to work. It's that a bunch of them cause the facade to crack.
And here I was going to suggest being your legal counsel. At this point, I think you'll all or if I'm not in.
Yes.
That's why it's perfect that you're the guard trainer.
Would I be entirely surprised if our representation that we ended up with called themselves the law-talking guy? No.
All right. After a decent amount of time in its wibbly wobbly nature has passed, the guards came back with a bunch of friends, and they look to be a whole variety of weird shapes and sizes. Some of them have multiple limbs, some of them have wings, some of them have claws, some of them look quite humanoid, some of them, there's one very smart looking toad in a jacket. But all of them look to be uncomfortable. It's like they got a bunch of, so they're all wearing the uniforms, not one of them fits properly. They're very nice looking uniforms. They are crisp. They don't have any sort of piling on them, but not one of them is wearing it what any of you who are familiar with uniforms would say is correctly. So they might be inside out. They might be backwards and forwards. The tie is the wrong length. The buttons
Epaulets
are
on the
done.
elbows.
What's that?
Epaulets on the elbows.
Yes, exactly. Precisely. And they've all kind of scurried in, and you notice they're all carrying what looks to be a coin. And they look to the leader. Yes, that's the one. That's the one right there. He says he knows how to guard with paperwork. We brought our tips. Go ahead.
Simon puts his feet up at the table. He goes, Feywild's finest, Bob. Check him out.
We brought our tips. And, where's your tip jar?
Yeah.
Uh,
Could you conjure a cup of water?
Simon conjures a extremely oversized tip jar that has a Y for tips. He goes, I had a funny dream about people tipping me for teaching them little cantrip spells, and this was the tip jar. And it appears on the table. Someone has written tips on it with a like scratched into the side. It's like, I don't know what that was about.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
So, yeah, they're all coming with a coin. Can you please give me a perception check? I guess it would be Simon and I know you can all do it. You can all do it.
Mhm.
The
There are levels?
difficulty. Yeah, the level on this one would probably be. Well, it's pretty off. Yeah, the level's just a 2 on this one.
Try not to roll a 1, he said. No, he rolled a 2. Thank God.
Nat 20.
Sweet!
Fuck yeah! All right.
It's your benefit.
It is very weird that Scott's the one who rolled that. Okay.
Got elf eyes.
He does have elf eyes. He's very perceptive. Okay, so Scott, how often have you come to the mortal world?
I mean, fairly often, I imagine. Like, elves live in the mortal world for the most part.
Sorry, mortal world. The short-lived world with the humans and the other shorter-lived
I mean, he was in
races.
college under Professor Flo for a couple of years, so like a decent amount of time.
Decent amount of time. So, when you first came into the world, the whole currency exchange was quite odd to you. It took you a bit of a minute to figure it out. And one of the strangest things that you found was the concept of tipping. Because it was a secret price that nobody seemed to be clear about. There was no agreement, but it could make people rather unhappy if you did it wrong. It seemed like something that was a trap, and you got rather upset about it at first, and eventually you just went and asked people, like, okay, what is an appropriate tip? And you kind of just kept it on hand, and you probably tipped people who didn't need to be tipped, under-tipped, over-tipped, but you always gave something so you could just extricate yourself from whatever the strange situation was. When you first started doing this, again, the currency being a strange thing, you used a bunch of different items as tipping material. Because at first you thought it had to be the tip of something, like the top of something. Arrow tips and good advice. Those are good tips.
A lot of arrow tips.
Yeah. And looking in this jar, you see that there are a lot of those. There seems to be advice written on paper. There seems to be a lot of arrow tips. There seems to be the tip of it's like a big nose thing, like a puppet. Yeah, very strange thing, but there does seem to be some coins in there as well.
Do they let Bob out of the prison cell?
No, they have just kind of gathered up. Right. So, the day pass. Does the day need to pass first, or I've never seen one before? Do you have?
The day pass is a
Yeah.
writ that determines that until the day passes, thing is true. So until today
Oh,
passes, I am your instructor and not a prisoner. A change in careers, you might say.
I see. Okay. So until the day passes, and we need. Who writes day passes?
I would be happy to write you a day pass for
Oh,
myself.
wonderful! We don't know how to do those yet. Could you show
Uh,
us?
I will need access to the desk, please.
And yeah, comes and opens the door, kind of shuffles you over, gets you a nice little quill and ink, and they're all looking at you very attentively. Like, oh, like,
Bob sits down, eloquently, in very beautiful script, writes out on a piece of paper, day pass. I am allowed to be your instructor for until the day has passed. And then at the bottom, he puts a little star and then says, "This means I am not a prisoner." Signed, Boblovich Krupstilt. And then he hands it to one of the guards.
There you go, a day pass.
oh, yep, looks official. And okay, so I think you need to hold on to that then, and
Yes, of course.
we'll keep that in mind for other day passes. Now, and he day passes. Yeah, okay. So if somebody needs to, does that does the bard need that one then? Because if he's got to move, no, maybe I don't know. And they ask you, so when you're guarding, what what how do they get in and how do they get out?
They, as in other people who are not guards.
Yes, well, it's sort of a
You-
recent thing. Before things just sort of showed up and then left.
We're going to go back to basic. Okay. Let's start with the most important fact about being a guard. As a guard, you are legally obligated to accept money in exchange for favors. Bribe. Now,
Right. Okay.
whenever another person hands you some coin with that's a verbal agreement, a literal, you must legally accept that deal. The first part about being a guard. Before you must accept any other fact, if anyone hands you money and says, "This is what I would like to do," you take the money and then you do whatever they want you.
Oh, that's so much easier. So if
Yes.
somebody wants something to happen, they have to give you money, and then the money is like the thing that makes you able to do it.
Scott
He
holds up
looks
one of the coins from the tip jar. This is a money.
he looks past
One monies.
he looks by past the guards at Simon and says,
Yes, food items can also be considered money.
Oh, and they brighten up. Yes, that makes so much more sense because food can become so many things. Of course. How much does the shininess affect the money?
Exponentially. Tinier the better.
Shiny money, better. Okay. How much does the smell of the money affect the money?
Minimally. The smellier the worse.
What? And they just kind of
Yes.
look like that can't be right. That's okay. Okay. And is the money what we use to tell other people what to do?
No, you use your swords for that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Or
obviously they're
spears.
gods.
Or spears if you have spears.
okay.
Yes.
Yes.
But I
Right.
should very much remind you that if they give you money before you use your various accoutrements, stop them, then you are legally obligated to listen to them, not the other way.
Right. Right. Now, and they all kind of huddle in, and they're looking super uncomfortable, really scared. And they kind of like push the leader up. Do you know? Stop being a guard.
Very, very specific asked for me. Now, I know this is going to sound incredibly difficult for many people. Easiest way to be a guard, or to stop being a guard. Down your weapons and equipment. Walk away. Go do something else.
And they look like you just started talking a foreign language.
There's probably a form they have to fill out first, Bob.
Ah, of course, I forgot the form. Allow me. And he
They look
takes
very
out some more
relieved.
parchment. He takes out some
But
more
you know
parchment.
about these forms, yes? Every time we try to do a form, they seem to multiply. I thought it might be some sort of Hydra monster that had infiltrated somehow. But every time you fill in another form, the women at the tower, they give you 5 more, and then you try to fill them, and you have to go to different places, and then it's quite exhausting, and by the end of the day, you just... Well, I don't know what dying is, but it sounds like the appropriate action.
Yes, a hydra, though it may not be, it is a beast called bureaucracy.
And they all kind of shudder and look like, whew, what a horrible
Don't hurt
creature.
them, Bob. Don't hurt them.
I'm sorry. He has written approximately 5 to 10 pieces of paper that explicitly state, I no longer want to be a guard. I am laying down my equipment. This is my resignation. And then he turns them around to them and says, you know how to perform a signature.
He is Oh, he unfroze. Okay.
Signature.
You have names. Do you know how to write?
Well, he just
It's gonna
kind
be
of
a
looks
little
like...
tricky, Bob. They're not going to give you their names. Right, Flo?
Oh, did we lose Lana? Oh, there we go.
Oh, she's here.
No, she's there.
I
did read one of your books. Flo, did you read the book, or did you just edit it?
I read the book. What are you doing? Wait.
It's plausible deniability, Simon.
Yeah.
This signature doesn't have to be your name. It's just a squiggle. That's you.
Oh, and they all
that's
start to
not-
wiggle and like move.
No.
That's not going to help.
No.
You see, the problem is, if you tell them to put a part of themselves somewhere else, I don't think that's going to get a lot of buy-in.
A part of them somewhere else. Thank you, Simon. He takes the ink quill, the ink jar, and he lays it out in front of them and says, dip a finger into the ink and place it upon this line here. That will fulfill your legal obligation to perform, and you will no longer be guards.
And they look and they chatter, and first one kind of comes, and what do we have to give in exchange for this to stop being guards? I'm a little unclear on the trade.
This very specific trade. You are trading your ability to be a guard for someone else's future ability to be a guard. Because you are creating what is known as a job. Yes. Because if you are not a guard, someone else must therefore be a guard, which they will find at a later date.
Like a trap.
Exactly.
A job is a trap.
Oh, and they all kind of giggle amongst themselves. Okay, yes. And yeah, one by one, they all put their fingerprints on there, drop
Every single one who puts a fingerprint on there, he immediately says, "You are no longer a guard. Good day."
Oh, oh, yes, yes. Oh, and they start having a little cheer, and they're running off, and as they do, can everybody please give me a perception check?
Are you proud of yourself, Bob?
Right,
You
actually.
you brought unemployment to the Feywild.
What's the difficulty of this perception?
Record speeds for myself, actually. Usually there's a lot more blood involved with that.
So you're sensing magic of some kind here. Excuse me. The difficulty on this one is a 6 again.
I have been rolling so not hot.
Is this more Fey bullshit?
Mm. Yeah, I would say so.
I would say that skill would probably apply to everything that happens here. Just about.
It applies to a lot of things.
Yeah.
I have perceived what is necessary to perceive.
That makes
Yay.
sense considering your dreams, actually. Flo's distracted.
Yeah,
All right.
Bob's organizing an entire company walk off right now. So
I'm trying to get them to return their uniforms because they can't just take those.
But yeah, he did say that they had to leave behind their weapons and armor. That is part of quitting.
Oh yeah,
effectively.
they're stripping down as they go, and they're looking quite happy about it. Some of them have definitely a lot more holes in them to make room for limbs or horns, or something that looked like it might have been made of sunlight, and the inside of that uniform is particularly well. But yeah, you've got a whole bunch of uniforms sitting in a pile, and a bunch of spears that. Yeah, they look like they've been gnawed on. They look like they were digging in the dirt. Used for everything other than being a spear, effectively. Simon. So you know the feeling when you run out of spell slots, like when sorry, wrong game. You know the feeling when you run out of.
I can always pull some bullshit.
You know the feeling when you run out of intellect and you're just feeling absolutely drained. Your apprentice really pushes you to the limit, and you have to put everything you've got into patching it up in the tower. That feeling of exhaustion, you feel it sort of cross over you. You feel it sort of almost like a breeze, and it pulls just a bit out of you.
He leans over to what happened to our fellow prisoner guard?
Your fellow prisoner guard was put into the cell next door. You can't quite see him, but you could ask.
I didn't really want to yell this out, per se.
I mean, he's right next door. You wouldn't have to yell very loud. Also, all of your guards have just disappeared, so.
Yeah, hey, buddy, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, it's Leah. Sorry, Liam.
Liam. Hey, Liam, I've got a funny feeling that when a lot of paperwork goes on here, somebody's working very hard to. I'm not sure what. Someone's working very hard to make sure it's happening. Who exactly introduced the first form? Were you aware of that, or do you know who started the process of processing?
Oh, the tower. It sort of started when somebody came with, and he one of those passports, and it sort of had a bit of weight to it, and then suddenly everybody. Sorry, that's wrong. And suddenly, everybody sort of needed them. Well, we all had to take it to that first woman who came from. It's one of those traveling bards. He stops and he thinks, and you can hear the silence for a bit.
That's not good.
I don't. Huh. And you get the like when the computer is
Yeah,
loading.
the loading.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can practically feel his brain spinning as he is unable to come to a conclusion. But you could definitely ask some questions about that. He's gonna stop and he's like, I
Do you know the
believe her name
official
was
name?
Rita.
You know the official name for the little loading wheel?
Pinwheel?
It's called a throbber.
No, it isn't.
It is. Look it up.
Nope, not anymore. Not
Right up
around
there
here,
with
son.
our ovarian controller with the wang in the middle. Okay.
We'll explain that later, Lana.
Felt that was necessary to relay.
So her name was Rita? The name he
Rita.
remembers is Rita?
Yeah, Rita. And she came in with a bunch of traveling bards.
I thought her name was Retail for a second, and I was about to crash out. And this Rita and her troop, are they in the tower that you take the paperwork to?
The troop is they're a little everywhere. Some are in the tower with the Lord. Some they work with Rita. Some they've been put in various locations to make sure that the singing is sanctioned and that the dancing doesn't go over quotas.
See.
But why?
To make sure it's done appropriately. And you can tell he is using words that are not familiar to him. It's like when you parrot back a foreign word. So, like when people say sauna and then a Finnish word, it's sauna actually. It's that sort of thing. Somebody's misusing it. It's appropriate. They needs to be appropriate. It's very very neat. All the pros you see.
I'm going to start appropriating stuff myself if this doesn't. Oh, okay.
Have all of the guards been relieved of duty and cleared
Oh
out?
yeah, they're gone.
So Bob is sitting at the edge of the desk that he was writing on, kind of his feet kicking a little bit as he's staring at the rest of them.
Or like out, or are we going to trial? This same place has as a
Look, I understand the desire to not be prisoners anymore, but we have the small difficulty of I could have you fill out the proper form to declare me not a prisoner anymore, and we could walk out the door, and then we would be free to what? We don't know where we're going.
Well, Liam, the other guards, they mentioned a tower where they take all the paperwork with the women who take the paperwork, yeah?
Yes, that's where Rita is.
Yeah, that's where Rita is, yeah. It sounds like Rita is the problem. So we go find her, have a conversation, maybe some violence, and problem solved. How does that sound, Simon? Your feet feeling better?
I was with you. I was with you until there may be some violence.
Listen, these things tend to get out of hand sometimes.
Well, look, when you tell people your head is particularly hard and they're going to have to work hard to get into it, you're bringing that on yourself.
I may or may not have been provoking him.
on purpose.
Intentionally, yes.
And
hoping he would bring a weapon.
Yes.
So are you going to stage a violent escape from
There's probably a form for it. He starts sifting through the piles for permission to escape violently.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, here it is. 17C. Permission to escape violently. Unfortunately, you have to get it signed by someone who's not here right now.
Yeah, it's seeking a license for violent extradition.
My dear boy, the first thing you should know about escaping from a prison, it is best done secretly, so as to avoid suspicion from all of the various people who want you to stay in prison.
I would argue with you, but you are from Menzoberranzan, and so you're probably an expert on this subject.
I've also been in a great number of prisons. You'll note I am no longer.
Yes, I will note that. Okay.
Perhaps
So
we
are
should
we?
get the escort the prisoners to the tower for 'em and then take that to the tower with the prisoners, with you escorting us on your day pass.
Well, I have just. And he sits down, and writes a little bit more, and holds out a paper and says, "Given myself the authority, I can go wherever I want, according to the of this."
Well, nothing like putting that to the test as quickly as possible.
And he is going to go over and unlock. I'm assuming one of the guards dropped their keys when they were leaving.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So he's going to go and
Is there
unlock
even a
all
lock
doors.
on the cell?
There is, yeah, no, there's a lock.
Oh, okay.
But does it work?
Probably not well, no.
He unlocks the cell doors and
Let me put it this way. I know exactly. It's like a child saw a lock like in a cartoon, and so they got an acorn and they got some fancy looking vines and they put it on there and like, yeah, that's totally the right thing.
He'll open the cell doors and look at everybody and say,
I am pleased to escort you all wherever you believe that is the logical place for us.
Oh, I didn't say logical, Bob.
Illogical. My pardon.
No. Does Rita strike a chord with you as a name by any chance? No? Maybe?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, I just... Yeah.
There was this great Italian ice place.
All right, are you guys
don't start me
heading
thinking
out?
about snacks again. Yeah, we're gonna head it. I'm down.
Are you taking Liam with you so you know where to go?
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
Liam is doing hard time with us.
Yeah, he's one of us now.
He's one of us. Yeah.
So Liam is going to look at you, and you've got a great deal of respect coming from his eyes. Like, this is the guide when you're in a foreign country and it's kind of dangerous. This is the person who knows what to say so I don't get killed. And he's going to look at you. Do you have Ritas where you're from?
100% sure the function of a Rita here. So probably, but I
said like a margarita.
Oh.
Where we're from, we call them busybodies.
Busybodies.
When I was very young, there was a night where I met a Marg and a Rita, and they were friends, and I turned them down. And, as a wizard, I don't have a lot of regrets.
All right.
Her name was Mark, not like Marge or Margaret.
Yes, and sometimes they say you should choose Marg or Rita. But no, Marg and Rita.
I'm aware of a plant called a manzanita. Is that correct?
Did you turn them down?
No, it was a plant.
Oh.
Wait, no, it was a plant.
Yeah, what?
I never turned down a plant. The plant did not
proposition you.
Proposition me, yes.
You and I are both speaking common, and I love your accent, Bob, but I feel like we're not always communicating.
Once again, it's most likely a cultural difference.
Probably.
All right.
We assume we're on our way somewhere.
Flo, as you're walking through here, please give me a might defense roll.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Might defense roll.
In might-based tasks, I have an inability, so that's great.
Yeah. might defense roll of I think this one would be 5 actually.
No?
Nice. All right. You
Also-
feel that. Go ahead.
Sorry, not story related at all, but I really fucked up how I set up my character sheet, and I have no idea how many, what I'm spending for this, any of my things. So I'm just winging it. I have no idea what's going on.
Did you put effort into it?
I did not.
Then you didn't spend anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boom.
Wow.
All right.
I still don't know how Cypher works, guys. You heard it here first.
You'll figure it out eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah. Learn by doing.
I
You
will
feel
not.
something pulling at you. And there's something in your mind that immediately snaps back on it. Like, you don't have to actively think about it. It just happens. And it feels, again, like a breeze. And it's that same sensation you get with a cold wind when you're soaking wet. And it's trying to, like, pull the heat from you. But no, something comes up and just immediately rebuffs it.
Okay. Everything's fine.
Yep.
Do I notice anything?
Moving right
Do I
along.
notice that at all?
Give me a perception check. Let's find out.
You've
And
got
again, it's magic stuff. So if you've got tools to help you notice magic, okay.
Yes, I have. I rolled an effective 15.
Perfect. That beats a 3. It does beat a 3, right? Do I have my math right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
9
Cool.
is a 3.
Yes, good. Yeah. You do notice it. It doesn't come after you. You don't feel the breeze pulling, or not pulling, coursing over you. But it does seem to just flow around, Flo.
it.
Kind of like there's a little bit of a repulsion there.
You got something going on, Flo.
What?
You got something going on with the magic here.
I've got it going on. I know I do.
Look, I know I was talking about my younger
Okay,
years,
sorry,
but at this
sorry,
point...
Flo. With that specific comment, do need you to make another mic check.
Yes. Oh my god. Again with 5 difficulty.
Okay. So, Flo, you feel as you do a little bit of a shimmy and your vanity kind of allows you to just perk up like a peacock briefly. It seems to have a bit of it's like something slips in and you feel that cold come over you and it here when it gets like really damp, like it's rainy and drafty and you're in a building with shitty heating and you just feel that cold in your bones. You have a brief sensation of that. You are going to take roll me a d6, please.
Ah,
You will take 1 intellect damage and a few of your wrinkles just sort of fade away.
They fade away?
Yeah. She's got like a little sprinkling of Botox.
Look, I know I was talking earlier about ladies and everything else, and my specific reference to got it going on is not me attempting to proposition you, and I, neither here nor there. But I'm going to be clear. I could swear you're not the same age you were when we started here, and it's not the direction one would generally expect aging to occur in.
well. you know about, time in the Feywild. It's all wacky. Right, Scott?
No, for sure. I mean, he's right, Teach. You're glowing.
You're Scott?
But, like, that's kind of Fey bullshit. Normal Fey bullshit. Well,
No.
Yeah.
Normal Fey bullshit.
Hey, Scott, how are you feeling age and attractiveness wise?
do you mean in the sense that how I'm feeling towards other people or myself?
Yourself.
Myself.
God.
I feel about the same.
Yeah, funny that. Me too.
Well, I mean, you're expecting consistency because we're traveling together.
I'm just chasing the evidence.
So, a minute ago, it's, Scott, why are you trying to be logical? We're not in the logic place. And then now you're chasing the evidence?
No, I found something incredibly illogical. And everyone went, well, let's ignore that. Okay. I don't know why you're being cagey, Flo. I know you don't know what's going on either. The only person who knows what's going on is Bob, and that's because he filled out a form that says, I know what's going on. I can see it sticking out of the back of your pocket.
I was hoping you would.
Flo, Liam is looking at you, kind of squinting. Have we met?
Simon's just like, the guy on the internet?
That is kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Anyway, read us this way.
Yes.
I don't recognize Liam, do I?
Give me a intellect check.
Okay.
And
Difficulty.
yeah, if you have difficulty on this one is, I guess, technically a 9.
Can I give her the help action?
No, unfortunately, you can't. Oh, how could you give her the help action? Possibly. You've got some weird shenanigans going on. Let me hear.
Yes, because I'm trying to tear up in the session.
I would like to activate one of my arrows of possibility for a player intrusion.
Okay.
Yes.
Because
tell me how metamorphosis works here.
Well, this is a growth for Flo because she is going from refusing to confront whatever was happening about her past to now attempting to dig deeper into it by leaning into the fact that there's something about Liam. That's just a little feeling in the back.
Sorry,
of my head.
I mean, you have to have a physical metamorphosis of some kind happening, or like
a physical change.
Yeah, it has to be like a physical change. So it doesn't.
Does the
it
physical
doesn't change.
change have to do with the thing that's happening?
You have to tie it in somehow. So what physical change is going to occur that you're going to tie that into giving her the help action? Or sorry, giving her player intrusion.
Okay. I would like to say that her eyes begin to subdivide on themselves. Twice, and then 4 times, and then 8 times, etc. And you can refuse this player intrusion if you so choose. But she's going to develop compound eyes that are seeing Liam from every possible angle. And that is affecting her memory. Being able to see him from multiple perspectives is what's helping her access this memory.
Okay. I love it. That's amazing. All right. So you draw your bow, you pull out one of your metamorphoses arrows, and do you shoot Flo with it? How you what do you do with your arrow here?
I think it's less that I'm pulling it out. It's more that I see Flo like focusing in on Liam and like thinking really hard, and I just suddenly walk up behind her and just stick her in the butt with the tip of the arrow.
Perfect. Okay. So, yes, you feel a sharpness in your rear, and yeah, it feels like your eyes are about to pop out of their head, and then they kind of do. So, yes, you now have some compound eyes. You can see really well. I will give you a nice little what are those called? Asset on perception checks until these eyes disappear.
Oh my god. Okay.
Um, but looking at Liam, you have this idea that you have met him before. A long time ago, when you were playing games. It was something quite joyful, and you were
I
definitely a
haven't rolled yet.
child at the
Sorry.
time.
I haven't rolled yet.
Yeah, but he
Play-
got a player intrusion.
Player intrusion
Player
happens
that's
automatically.
Success. Yeah.
He paid an
Weird.
he paid an XP for that.
Let's go. Sorry.
Yeah.
Once again, I don't know how this game works. So
I mean, you've hardly been
I
playing it at
was
all.
thank you.
So yeah, this is definitely somebody you know from from a part of your childhood. You were playing games here, and he was he was quite fun to play with because you usually won. But yeah, this is somebody who knew you as a child. Probably you'd think you were maybe like 4-ish.
Oh, tiny. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
You were
I'll kind
little.
of look at him after like jumping from being poked in the butt and then growing eyes and then kind of stare out at Liam and go, loser, Liam? Is that you?
He looks at you and he just sort of freezes up. And he looks like Simon, you don't have to roll for this. You can see this. You can sense this. That same sort of like oil and water situation that was going on with Flo earlier with this pull. This is somebody who's trying to get through that and it keeps just getting buffeted off. And it's like when you can't remember somebody's name, it's on the tip of your tongue. And he's
Do I think she is warded against
yes.
revealing this information? Yeah. Flo,
But
he's trying his best, but someone has made sure that he can't put his finger on the thing that he wants to. Someone very smart. Not me, although I am relatively genius level intellect, in case y'all haven't
right,
noticed.
right.
I survived 6 students. Don't.
Are we
I
listing
have
things
like
we've survived?
16,000. What are you?
All of who could kill you by looking at. Look, just we'll back off. No flexing.
Teach. You could stop coming on to teach. Okay, Simon. It's weird, frankly.
Chill
I'm
out,
not gonna
big guy.
lie.
Someone has warded you against something. Generally, being in here, you're warded against.
That seems like a good thing, doesn't it?
He does a dream. He pulls a dream illusion, and he shows water flowing around a rock that never gets wet where she's standing. And he goes, "Yeah, sure, seems fine. No problem at all."
What if I don't want to get wet? It seems fine. Not a
You're
problem
a
at all.
rock. You're in the river.
And
He looks at Bob. He's like, Look, I know this really isn't your cup of tea, but do you see what point I'm trying to make, or am I all by myself out here?
I believe I understand your implication. I believe that the idea that one cannot dwell within a realm without embracing realms going to backfire in a way that will likely put, at the very least, Florentina in incredible danger.
What do you like? What kind of cookie do you like, Bob?
I'm rather fond, but
With white chocolate chips?
I'm not sure what a white chocolate is. But sure, we'll give it a try.
Yeah, they don't have chocolate in Menzo Berenzin.
Oh, it's a crank shame.
Flo.
He pulls out a cookie. He goes, "Couldn't have said it better myself." And he hands a hazelnut cookie to Bob.
Flo, I offer you a GM intrusion.
Hell yeah, boss.
Glorious. Okay. Simon, as he offers this illusion of a ward and, just being something that, again, unnatural and weird, you feel quite strongly like, yeah, no, what if I don't want to be wet? What if I don't want to be wet? And you get extremely defensive about it. And you get the idea that Simon is going to try to throw you in the river. Like, he's going to push this. You get extremely worried, and yeah, you don't know that you want to still be here anymore. Perhaps you should go and find some help.
Yeah. Yeah. While Simon is digging for a cookie to give Bob a treat, because apparently your method is positive reinforcement.
Bob's not used to it, but he's very much liking it.
Yeah, but Bob has never experienced this before ever, but it's okay.
She'll just start to kind of back away and just start to kind of creep back. Where are we at this point? We're walking
Towards the tower with Rita.
Yeah.
Am I thinking reinforcements will be elsewhere?
You're thinking your sort of attitude is, oh, I'm going to go get the doorman to, shuffle out the riffraff. I'm going to go get the guard to stop the pickpocket. It's I'm going to go get somebody to make Simon back off.
You want a manager.
Yes, you want a manager. You're carrying it up.
But I know a guard, and he's right here.
Yeah, you want to ask Liam for help?
Yeah, he is now illegally a prisoner.
Yeah.
Bob is the closest guard to you at this point.
Bob
Well,
is a guard.
here's the thing, though. Gaining prisoner status does not necessarily negate guard status.
True.
Technically, you're true.
It's indifferent.
Yeah. Technically correct. The best kind of correct. Flo, you would see the nearest authority would probably be either in the tower with the paperwork, or Bob, your current Daypass holder.
Right. But Bob just got a cookie from
Yes, he did.
my enemy.
And he has thoroughly established that as a guard, your first priority should be accepting bribes. So,
yeah,
he's
not my guy.
Well, no, you could.
So
give
I
him
would
a
say
bribe
that
as
if
well.
you're going,
give him a bribe.
Yeah, you could go. I would say you're probably going to want to run to the tower where the paperwork is, or you could try running to the gate, I guess, where the guards are there, or you can just scream really loud. It's up to you.
I think she's gonna sort of slowly back away, and then just hit a dead sprint and start running. And as she's like running away, she's gonna start flailing her arms and yelling.
What is she yelling?
He's trying to drown me in the river. I'm a rock.
It seems she's lost her mind.
Simon goes, yeah. Can't argue with that.
It happens more commonly than you think around these parts.
All right. So,
Somebody go look for it.
Liam looks like he's getting a migraine. And he's going to continue walking towards the tower, just again on a bit of autopilot. However, with your great ruckus, there are a great deal of other people who are noticing what's going on. Namely, Fuckface seems to have come to the scene. And yeah, he's going to walk a long way. What is with all of this commotion, this noise, this... Oh! Hello. And yeah, he's gonna come right up to you, darling. What are you doing here?
Not drowning. Certainly not drowning.
Right. Well, we can't have you drowning because you have some debts that are outstanding. I was very happy to have you come back to the realm.
That doesn't seem right. I don't think that's... You must have me confused with some other really attractive professor.
I have directed Liam to follow her.
Liam does so.
All right. Not quickly,
And-
I assume. Not nearly as quickly as she's moving, but yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, she was booking it. Well, I assure you that the ledgers, they're never wrong for long. And you owe us a debt yet to be paid. It's going to take us a while to get the paperwork sorted, so that's why you have to stay where you were told to stay. It's in your best interest, you see. The paperwork can't get done if you're not here to fill it in, and so you have to be here as long as it takes. You understand, yes? And he looks quite earnestly at you, like obviously this is what we should be doing, correct?
Since you have a ledger.
He stops and he thinks about that. He looks like he's trying to make two things meet that won't quite get there.
Let me know when we roll out.
Well, as long as I've had the ledger, and yeah, you make your way up there.
I have a skill called Dream Thief, which just says you steal a previous dream from a living creature within short range. The creature loses 2 points of intellect, ignoring armor. You learn something the GM chooses to reveal about the creature, its nature, a portion of its plans, a memory, and so on. Action. There is no apparent ability for anyone to resist this. It just says I get it.
It just happens.
So,
cool.
Knowing he's fuckface, I would say to him, look, I just want to get a good look inside your head. And then I'd like twiddle my fingers and pull a dream out of him to see what is he thinking about when he's thinking about like whatever dream might be associated with the ledger or her or the memory or whatever else. I'm trying to grab, but obviously you get to pick what dream I grab.
So when you grab the dream, this dream looks quite familiar, actually. This is probably why it's so easy to do it. This looks like the ledgers you saw in your dream with your student. This looks like a tax ledger. And you get this sense of intense anxiety, like the books won't balance. And within that ledger is a bunch of names, including Flo's.
Thank you.
Flo, you need to stay here until the ledger has been sorted out. I sent for people, and you were very rude in not answering. It was very difficult to find you. But fortunately, we've got some familial connections who have helped us out. So, I must insist that you stay where you've been put so we can sort these things out, as you have outstanding debts and fines that are to be paid post haste.
Right, we were put in the cell, and then we were escorted out of the cell.
I mean, we're under full escort.
Yeah, we're under full escort from this licensed guard here.
He's got the forms.
We're actually on our way to get some more.
I am on my way escorting these former prisoners, now prisoner escortees, to the tower. Have a formal documentation, various forms, very many forms, filled out for their subsequent trial. And proven innocent and or guilty, whatever court system decide. Besides those things,
Innocent and or not guilty.
That doesn't balance. That doesn't balance at all. And can I please get everybody to give me a speed defense? Difficulty. Oh, no, he's. Sorry, guys. This is difficulty 7.
I mean, why not put one effort in so I can actually possibly make it?
Oh, and Lana, don't forget to give your XP to somebody else as well.
That's going to my mortal enemy, Simon.
Thank you. What kind of attack is this if it's a speed attack? Like, what do I see? Because I'm just thinking if there's something I can use to give me an asset here.
Think of it like a like a big net. Like he's trying to corral you, get you to stick in one place.
But he is he has conjured that?
Yes.
So can I use escaping danger or fleeing as an asset to this?
Yes.
Yeah, that checks out.
I think I'm just
nice,
gonna...
Bob.
Run, Bob! I don't have an asset, and I rolled a 9.
All right, Bob, he looks at you, and he's like, well, I suppose you can be on your way, as you have what is clearly a day pass, which will allow you to pass for a day. But these lot have to come with me, as I desperately need to get these books in order, and this one is being rather thorny about it.
Bob turns around for a second as if to walk away, and then quickly pulls out his own parchment and quill and writes something down, and then turns back to Fuckface and says,
this is actually very fortuitous, my liege. If you'll note this documentation here, it is my formal accountant license. I would be happy to help you settle your...
I would appreciate it. The women here are much better acquainted with how to do such things. I merely keep the order in the realm at their instruction.
Yes, I will accompany you along with this generate to wherever it is we are going to settle the books. Yeah.
Why does he have to be so accurate?
All right, and we are going to take a 10-minute break, and we will come back where you get to go see the accountants, which is super exciting.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
All right,
I'm
I'll
sure
see
it's
you in
fine.
10.
I'm sure.
Adios. Oh, boy. What up?
Hi.
Oh, great, Bob.
Subterfuge is this man's life. Anything he knows how to do, it's blend into some random place.
The one person who should blend in sticks out like a sore thumb.
I know, right?
Whoa.
Say she's not flowing with. Not. It's fine too.
You gotta wait till the DM's around to make puns. You get XP for that.
Yeah. My bad. My bad. Speaking of XP, did you say you were tearing up, Greg?
I did. I'm tier 2.
Good lord. I only have 1 advancement.
What? You only need
Yeah.
2 points for each advancement.
Yeah. I got 1 advancement and 1 XP.
I feel like she's assigned more XP than that to us as a group.
Yeah.
That means you've only got 3 XP the whole time. There's no way that's correct.
I mean, it's possible.
Possible. I'm usually really good about keeping track of XP when it's given out, so I don't know. Maybe I missed something, but
You said
How many do you have, Scott?
I have 2 advancements and 1 XP right now. I spent 1 for the player intrusion. I thought that was from the arrows that could just let me do that. Do I have to
That's
spend
what
an
I thought
XP
too.
for that?
So normally, I don't know what Joe has set up with you. Like, I don't know what the arrows are. So that might be arrows give you so many. So yeah, she gave you the arrows. I don't know how she described the item. They may be 5-player intrusions. In which case,
Yeah, it
no, you
described
don't
me
need to
as
spend an
player
XP.
intrusions is the way that
Yeah.
she described
So then
it.
you probably don't need to spend the XP. She basically gave you
Okay.
5 free player
Cool.
intrusions.
In that case, I have 3 advancements. And
Yeah,
0
I had
XP.
3 advances when I started the day and 2 XP. So I could have taken my 4th, and I've gotten 1 XP for something, and then 1 from Flow.
I know. So I got my first XP from a pun, got my second one for pointing out the assassins, and then I got another one when we got to the mansion.
You got no XP your whole first session.
I got those 3 XP from my whole from the first session. I haven't gotten any XP today.
No, pointing out there's been 3 sessions. This is why I'm confused. Pointing out the assassins was in session 2 when we all got together. So you got none in session 1?
I think that's
Yeah,
possible.
that's correct.
I guess it's possible. Yeah.
Other than the pun that started the game.
That's right. Yeah.
Joe, I guarantee, does not know you only have 3 XP.
No. And I'm sure if you ask about it, you probably got like at least 3 XP over the course of all the shenanigans you did with those guards. Because that was awesome.
I know you got 1 today in the. She gave 1 to like everybody while we were monkeying around in the prison cell, all kind of like rapid fire. Didn't she give 1 to everybody?
She gave 1 to everybody except for Bob, actually, I think.
Okay.
Goblin discrimination is crazy.
This is pretty fucking racist.
I haven't been bothered by it. Then you said that you were tearing up, and I was like, okay, I shouldn't be that far behind. Hold on.
It's okay. Lana does not understand the math at all.
Poor Lana.
I'm excited to tear up because one of my focus is cast spells, and one of the abilities is lock. And I could just it's basically like just casting arcane lock on something.
Okay.
Which is super fun.
As a tier 2 adept, I only get 1 ability at tier 2, I believe. And I can swap out 1 lower craft ability, but I'm like, no, I don't want to swap anything else. I barely had a chance to use anything lower tier. So I took
Yeah, it's just 1.
I took mind reading.
So why is it that I get 4 as a second tier explorer?
Explorers get a lot more.
Yeah, they're jacks of all trades.
Damn.
I got 4 at first level, and then I only get 1 at second. But my stuff is basically free because I have 2 edge. everything costs nothing, so I can go all day and do the things I generally do. Lana, I know you're having a bad day, but can I help you understand the system better?
On a better day, I would say yes, but today, I don't know, maybe.
So, did you adjust your total pools when you made the character sheet? Because it would have said you
Did
get
I?
so many points in
Yes.
to distribute by yourself. So you did
Yes.
that. So you
Yes.
have your pool at the bottom that is more than 12, 10, and 10, which are 11, 10, and 10 on the upper left corner of the sheet.
I have 9, 9, and 20.
There you go.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yep.
Mhm.
So you're all intellect. Cool.
Yeah.
Are you an adept?
Um.
What's your
Yes.
sentence? Yeah. So
You
you're
know,
a
I don't think the sentence is in the character sheet, which
upper
is
left.
weird. Yeah, I
Didn't
fully
put it
thought I
in.
put it in there, and then it's just not. But I know I knew it when I built the sheet because obviously that's how I made it.
Right. I wouldn't be
That's okay.
surprised if you're learned like me, but you might not be. You might be something
I
else.
think. Okay. Let's see. This is truly not my day, and that's okay. That's just fine.
You're with friends.
Yeah, things are fine now. All right. How did I even do this? I genuinely couldn't remember making this character sheet if I tried.
Wow.
I know I did it.
I
know it
remember
happened.
we offered to help you make the other character sheet, but I don't know what process you did to make this character sheet. So hey, no idea.
Truly, no idea. So I have some abilities. Certainly.
You have some skills.
I have some skills. I have
Certain
some
set of skills.
Yep.
I have quite a few inabilities.
Those are all probably
I
coming
think
from your.
the inabilities are coming
focus.
from a racial descriptor, and I think
Okay, so you're a gnome adept to something, I
yes,
presume.
but I think there's another descriptor. I think there's 2. Oh
Oh,
wait,
she let you take 2. It's possible.
well,
Did
most
she
of it
let you?
was
Did
inabilities.
she let you take 2 descriptors, Scott? Because you were an elf. Or you're just an elf.
I'm an elf.
You're just an elf self. I don't
You're
know
an
if
elf explorer who casts spells.
That's me.
So, as far as the math of the system,
Mhm.
is it the spending points thing that you don't understand, or the rolling thing that you don't understand, or both?
The rolling thing is better. The spending points thing I'm having trouble with because of the way I set up this sheet.
Mm.
Because it doesn't pop up with the cost of things. And I tried to figure out if I could fix that, and I don't think I can.
Nothing pops up for cost for me. I mean, the cost is fairly simple. It's if you have an edge in a pool, you subtract that from whatever cost it is.
Yeah.
Every level of effort. The first level is 3, and then every level of effort after that is 2.
Is there a way to go back into a character sheet, Kevin, and open up the? Yeah, okay. So what I want you to do is right where it says either Numenera or Cipher System, whatever the title is at the top, there's a little gear in the lower left of that, Lana.
Where?
Right under the
logo,
like,
the
The
big
red
logo.
crescent thing.
logo. Yeah.
I don't know if yours says Cipher or Numenera or the Strange.
The logo on my character sheet?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You fucking found it.
Yeah.
Cost.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. You
Thank
want
you.
assets, costs. Don't do bonus. Bonus we hardly ever use. And it beats
Okay.
difficulty. You want that checked too.
Yeah. Wow.
It does make life easier, Scott,
This is huge.
Cliff, but obviously if you know the math. So essentially, what it is doing for you is it costs 3 for your first level of effort and 2 for every level of effort after that. And then after you've decided how many points that is that you put in, you subtract edge. Easiest thing to do is the edge at the end, so that you're not trying to be like, well, my first level effort cost this, but then I subtract that, and then it's just like, okay, what's my total cost? Take away whatever my edge was in that category, and that's what I could do. You can only do 2 levels of effort if you have taken an advancement for an extra level of effort at this point, because we're only 1+ level of characters. Hey, Joe. Hey, you're
Hello,
muted.
what's going on?
Kevin has 3 XP for this whole game.
What do you mean?
I mean, he's earned 3 XP.
That's crazy, because I had 8.
Yeah,
You guys
but
get
we,
more than that as a group?
Yeah, that's what I've said. I said at the end of last session or the start of last session, you gave us all a bunch as a group.
Yeah,
You
you
gave
all
us
got
like
one
2
as a
or
group
something.
last class.
Thanks, Teach.
Thanks, Teach.
thank you, madame.
Uh,
The ones that I'm counting currently are my pun XP. I
well,
got 1 for pointing out assassins. And then I got 1 with the group for getting to the mansion and talking to the Madam of Metamorphosis. Those are the only 3 that I've counted so far.
you also got 1 for riding your beetle through a dream. You
Okay, I
got
missed that.
1. You got 1 for taking the invitation, and I feel like there was another one I gave you. It was something to do with the package.
For killing the beetle?
No, he didn't get an XP for that, but he did get an XP for Take another one. I swear, if I didn't give it to you, I intended to.
Okay.
And then a clarification on the arrows. Do those cost an XP to use, or are they just
No, they're a gift
Intrusions.
from the Mistress of Metamorphosis. Like that's kind of the point of them. That's
Cool.
why they have
Roger
the
that.
restriction on them. Otherwise,
That
you could
it's
just do
only-
a regular
yeah.
player intrusion anytime. At the cost of an XP. These ones negate the cost, but that's why they have the weird rule attached to them.
weird rules?
Which-
I like weird rules.
Which is the other way, Lana, in which you can influence the story is to spend XP to do a player intrusion, which
Do an intrusion.
has a bunch of suggestions, but is not.
Wait,
actually
Kevin, didn't I give you an XP for your fantastic paperwork?
Not yet, no.
Okay, you definitely get one for that. My apologies.
Okay. Cool. All right, I'm better.
And
that's more up to speed with everybody else. I
Scott,
think, now.
you got one for your first like no, that's not how the rules work, right?
Yes, I got that.
Okay, good. Sorry, with Kevin only having 3, I'm like, fuck, did I just think I did that and then I didn't?
And it's entirely possible that I got zoned out and missed it.
It's entirely
So,
possible that
it'll be
I
fine.
thought about it in my head,
Yeah.
and then my brain was like, yeah, that happened. Would
Done.
not be
Got
out of
it.
character.
Going back and watch the tapes. 6 hours.
Yeah.
Back to back. Let's hit it.
If you do it at 1.25 speed, it's only 4.5 hours.
I'm not the only one who does that, and I know it. I am not the only one who does that.
I go 2 times speed sometimes. I'm like
Yeah.
zooming through
Christ.
recordings sometimes.
I can't. I would lose track of everything so quickly.
I would just be. It gives me the shivers to hear things go too fast. It's just not
Yeah.
right. My brain is like, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. And by the time I'm like, okay, I guess this is what we're doing, I'm like, wow, I missed everything because I was thinking that's not right over and over again.
So now I have 3 advancements. I think I am up to par with everybody else.
We're in the ballpark, yeah.
You guys should be getting close to tearing up.
I'm tier 2.
I also
I'm 2 away.
technically am. I forgot to take the tier 2 stuff, but I
Because it only
Filled up
takes
my tier 1.
two XP for a tier at this for a advancement
For first
for
tier.
level 1.
Cool.
and now it's 3, correct?
4. Or did you
I
just
know
go to
for
3?
this one. For this one, I'm just going to 3.
Okay.
3.
Cool.
Because again, I want to speed you. I want to speed you along.
All right, now that we got
Thank you.
housekeeping, we are
Thank you,
being
Gray.
dragged
Thank you,
away
Joe.
by Evander. Yes?
All right. You're being very, all right. You're being very, very, politely, but firmly brought to the accounting department.
I'm good.
All right.
That's where we're going anyway.
Don't tell him that.
Yes.
Oh, no. Okay. The tower. Oh, wait, is this the right one? There we go. The tower itself has the look of something recently bolted onto the Feywild, like a bureaucratic afterthought hammered into the landscape. It rises in improbable angles, its window arranged according to no plan save perhaps the whim of intoxicated mathematicians. Fresh stonework glistens where it has been forced to grow, as if the tower itself resents its sudden purpose. A sign on the door reads, "The Office of Balances, Imbalances, and Other Potentially Quantifiable Potentials. Second Committee Interim Division." Inside, the air hums with the dry rasp of quills and the quiet despair of people who once had brighter callings. The accountants look like they were plucked from a traveling circus, faces painted with fading grease paint, hands built for juggling or tightrope work, now chained to desks. One man's hair still sprouts feathers, another's coat has sequins stitched into the seams, and a woman with eyes far too wide for comfort wears the rictus grin of someone who used to be very good at clowning. Now they hunch miserably over ledgers that do not balance because they cannot balance. Quills scratch across endless sheets as they attempt sums in an arithmetic that makes no logical sense, subtracting from futures, dividing by intentions, trying to carry the remainder of a promise into the next fiscal quarter. Columns of figures dissolve into doodles of flower spirals, screaming faces before being crossed out with frantic strokes. Every so often, one of them mutters about the weight of affection or the cubic measures of loyalty, while another calculates the potential of a name in units no sane abacus would recognize. The entire tower feels like a joke that nobody is brave enough to laugh at or ask to explain. Except perhaps the tower itself, which creaks
That's what you
ominously
think.
as though suppressing a giggle. So, yeah,
Who's
you brought.
here?
Who's here? It looks like a bunch of random assortment of people.
No,
It's like
who
go ahead.
came with us? Who came with us?
Evander came with you as well as Liam.
Okay, and Flo, he allowed Flo to accompany us.
Flo is rather insistently being accompanied.
Allowed
Like
Bob to
he's
accompany us.
yeah. Bob. Yeah, Bob was allowed to accompany you. He's got paperwork.
He's got an accounting license.
Yes.
Of course, of course.
Yeah. Lord Evander seems to want to get that double checked. Flo, you've got Lord Evander like right next to you. So
Fine. This is fine.
he's gonna look at you. Those are beautiful. Those are beautiful eyes you have there.
As they all like blink.
Yeah. As you're coming in, you see in this very strange tower full of misery. So there's a weird assortment of people. Yeah, they all look like they were sort of randomly scooped up and just brought here.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, no, this works. This should totally be fine.
Mhm.
However, there is an oddity there, and perched behind a desk that looks like a siege engine more than furniture sits a bureaucrat of such severity that the word severe itself might feel underdressed for the occasion. She sits behind her desk, a thundercloud in humanoid form, tall, straight back, and arranged with a kind of precision that makes rulers nervous. Her pince-nez glints sharp like a guillotine blade, and her hair is coiled so tightly it looks as though it might snap and take out a nearby window. Every inch of her is tidy, in the sort of way that suggests she would rather see the world in neat stacks than in messy motion. Before her rises a tower of multicolored papers, stacked with such exactitude that even the colors seem cowed in order. Pale blues for petty breaches, greens for infractions hypothetical, reds for outright catastrophes, and a single ominous strip of yellow documents that hum faintly, as though not entirely safe to touch. There are many marks on her desk that look like things have caught fire over and over and over. Her hand hovers over a pile with slow but deliberate grace, like a hawk circling over prey, ready to disembowel it. She plucks a page free with terrible inevitability. Her eyes, magnified just slightly by the pince nez, fix on you with cool disapproval of a librarian who has found your name scribbled in the margins. She certainly knows exactly what you did wrong, even if you haven't done it yet. She leans over. Paperwork, please.
Yeah, you've got a lot of it.
And she's got very bright red nails, hand outstretched.
Right. Which paperwork are you requesting?
As you see, he kind of motions to his jacket pocket, which is just stuffed with a bunch of different papers.
I have numerous. One would you like?
Your quota paperwork, of course. That's the one that is most important here. We must keep things counted. And she grins, and she's got a very kind of fanged smile.
Must be misunderstanding, ma'am. I believe you. I'm not an employee of this place. I'm actually a consultant, another realm.
You have no permission to access the books. Please leave immediately. And Lord Evander is going to come. Go ahead.
His accounting license. And I would like to use the ability Spin Identity.
Perfect. Tell me about it. Okay.
Yeah, I posted it there for you to see.
You convince all intelligent creatures who you can see, hear, and understand that you are somehow or something other, that you're someone or something other than who you actually are. You don't impersonate a specific individual. No, okay. Cool. Yeah, no, that checks out. She's going to look. I didn't realize we were getting visiting firms coming to take a look at our ledgers. What can I do for you?
I'm here to assist. Then
Audit. You're here to audit.
I'm here to assist Mr. Evander.
Yes, severely so. We can't seem to get anything. I'm not sure where you're hiding the remainder of your sets, but we will find them forthwith. And Lord Evander just kind of looks a little like. And Simon, because with your dream nonsense, you definitely feel this. Yeah, that cold breeze, you can absolutely sense the direction that it's blowing, and it's straight in here. This woman is quite cold with it.
Yeah, go ahead, Scott.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
This is Scott asking it of.
Oh, sorry.
Rita. May I ask a question?
Do you want to know? Our time is quite valuable here. We just installed it, you see.
I understand. You mentioned quota paperwork. What exactly are we being held accountable for?
Your counts. You have to balance them. What comes in and out.
Counts of what?
Of everything.
What is encompassed in everything?
Everything.
Could I have an
all
itemized
that
list?
is and ever could be.
You're getting a
Your
little logical
potential.
again, Scott.
This is the realm of potential, is it not?
Scott
Your
would like to
accounts-
deposit some love.
Oh, good. And yeah, she just kind of was. You're going to need to go to the desk at the far right, third row from the back. And she immediately looks down.
Okay.
Lord Vander, please update the ledger immediately. And yeah, he looks a little freaked out, but kind of nods. And Flo, this is a fucking archfey, and he's bound to an accountant. Like, you're a bit of a fraud, but even you know that's wrong. Scott, same thing. You're like, what's an accountant doing here in the first place?
It's so weird.
Meanwhile, yeah, you guys are brought through the desks of various creatures looking in various states of distress, boredom, and kind of wondering how difficult it would be to gnaw off their own limb to get away. If you've ever been stuck in a math class at 8 a.m. and desperately wanted to leave, it's that sensation, but always. Okay.
What about if you have never been in a math class?
What about that sensation?
Religion
It's-
class.
No, it's. Hey, how many times have you waited at the DMV knowing
Okay.
that probably your paperwork's not filled out correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's
one I
that
get.
feeling.
Yeah.
DM,
Yes.
this gold spun loom that I have, how much of it is there?
Remind me what your gold spun loom does.
It's a spool of thread that, when wrapped around a particular object, causes it to change states of matter.
Oh, yes, that's right. So it'll turn a solid liquid, etc.
Is it like a one-time use, or I have so much
yeah,
thread that I can use?
No, it's a one-time use item.
Okay.
Yeah, you have enough there. You could wrap it around, something about like shoebox sized. Alrighty.
I turn to Evander and I go, so when was it first pointed out to you that your accounts were in disarray?
It's rather difficult to know. As she said, time has been a rather recent installation. Apparently, it is required for keeping the realm from collapse. They came with. They came with a party? My love was with me. She loves parties. I'm so happy to have her back. The books should balance very quickly, but yes, they came and they were rather concerned about our treasures. You see, the treasures seem to have been in disarray, and they asked to see our books, and well, we were sorely lacking in them, and so, well, she's been most insightful in helping us learn how to keep them.
You know what I did for a living, Evander?
I do not.
I taught magic to young people. Actually, quite young people. Some is 8 or 9 years old. And usually when you start getting into teaching magic, quite often there are a number of concepts that you introduce about how reality actually works as opposed to how people who do normal things think it works.
I hope
And
you'll excuse me, but what is 8 years?
oh,
Have they
sorry,
told
children
their
who have,
first falsehood? Have they eaten a
they
fine
have
dessert?
they have attained perhaps 2/3 of their actual height and have not consumed any mind-altering substances.
And he kind of mulls that over for a bit. Yes, a little set then.
Oftentimes, they have not yet had their heart flutter yet at the face of someone.
Oh, that's a good
Ah,
measurement. Yeah.
oh, so perhaps
So,
just beyond what we would keep in our treasuries. Fascinating. Anyhow,
oh, that's. We'll get back to that. I'm just trying to sort of. Often when you're teaching these sorts of things to people and their minds are not fully wrapping around the concept, but they don't want to hurt your feelings. And you seem to me, Evander, like a man who cares about people's feelings, largely.
of course.
Yeah,
That's what
absolutely.
makes people do things. That's where their potential comes to life.
Yes. So what tends to happen is sometimes I will be explaining something, and I will realize that although I have said the words and that the words have been heard by the person I was teaching, they've reached a point where they are nodding along, hoping not to insult me by telling me that I've explained it rather badly. And I would have to say, you hold the expression of one of my students who has had something explained to you rather badly and has gone along with it because you didn't want to feel like the teacher had done a bad job.
I don't want my realm to collapse, but I must say this is magic far beyond anything I've ever seen. I was trying to have it removed, but nothing I did seemed to keep her out. She just kept reappearing. A bit of a pillar that I didn't know existed. So, it's magic I don't understand, but it clearly is important and required and inevitable. So it happens.
Well,
That seems
you know,
contradictory to your very nature.
Mm,
Inevitable in the Fae? You
there
hear
are such
yourself?
things.
Like?
Anything could happen, but things must happen. It's inevitable.
Must they? Is not
Yes.
silence come at the same time as mirth and music? Nothing can happen sometimes.
Nothing is not our realm, though. Everything is something. Everything is possible. That's what we're counting. We're showing all of the potential and where it belongs. She's promised she will leave once our books are in order, and things will go back to the way they were.
Hold on a moment. You're trying to show all of potential,
Yes, that is our realm.
right? But if something is one thing, it is not the other thing.
But it could be.
It could be, but it isn't. And she is not concerned with possibilities, but with realities. And that is why you cannot understand her.
He does the nodding like, sure, he does not know. He does not understand what you're saying.
Okay. I pull one of those tips out of my pocket. A
Oh,
coin.
good. Yes, we're collecting these. Let's take this to the ledger over here, and yeah, you see a rather forlorn looking person. Um, what is the nature of your deposit? And they've got a ball that they're sort of throwing up and down, rather sadly.
Edification and goodwill.
And what is the intention that you are going to do with this?
Edification and goodwill?
Goodwill towards what?
Towards the realm of possibility.
Very good. And how will this be expressing itself?
I can show you. Evander, Lord Evander, Lord Fuckface. This is a coin. It has two faces, right?
Yes.
It could be like this, or it could be like this. But it
Indeed.
is only one of those things at a time.
He frowns at you as he doesn't understand.
He sets the coin on the table. Which side is facing up?
When you look down, it seems to be shifting both ways.
Realm of potential. It could be potentially same time here.
But when it's potentially both things, it is neither thing.
Is why it seems scuttling about. Neither and also potentially.
A cat runs by you. Meow. Schrodinger! Oh, I wondered where you got to.
Nice.
Couldn't resist. Scott, I would like to offer you a GM intrusion.
Okay, I'm all about it.
When you flip a coin, you know it's usually to make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
And the potential of either decision is often dictated by coin flips. You think that if perhaps you flipped this coin, you could make him understand. So you get the idea that you should do this. You should flip the coin and explain it in this regard.
Immediately flipping the coin, because that makes sense. It's like, he sees it on the table and he's like, huh, picks it up, flips it.
Lord Evander looks at you and, what are you doing?
Does the coin come back down?
No, it just keeps rolling there for a minute.
Well, usually it comes back down.
Why did you throw it?
To put it in a state of potential.
Beautiful. And he kind of looks
I-
at that, and you feel that breeze, Simon, sucking towards that. And you feel a bit of a stiffening from nearby, like, oh, what is that? What is that? Kind of like somebody heard a pop, and they're not quite sure what it is. Simon, in order for a coin flip to be making a decision, you actually have to be making a decision.
Simon or Scott?
Sorry, Scott. Scott, in order for a coin flip to be for a decision, you actually have to attach a decision to it.
Lady Tremaine.
I have to attach a decision to the outcome of this coin flip.
Simon goes, remember, Lady Tremaine was all about potential, and you have not released it.
Okay. Gosh. If it's heads, I will give this coin to you, Lord Fuckface. If it is tails, I will give it to Boblovich for being such a fantastic butler.
The coin immediately drops, and you feel a little puff of that magic release from it, and it keeps going further down. And you see Lord Evander kind of shudders a bit, like, ugh. Like this is uncomfortable. This is like something being fuzzy, and you can't blink to clear your vision.
What is it? Is it heads or tails?
It is flip me a coin. Or roll a d4. Odds is head, tails is evens.
I have many fancy coins, so I will do that.
It's not in your nature to see the end result of potential realized,
Perfect.
is it?
Yep.
Chips or dragons?
Chips.
It is dragons.
All right, so that's heads.
Which is heads. I will pick up the coin and attempt to give it to Boblovich, which is the opposite of what I said I was going to do.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Immediately, everybody is looking at you like, no, but that goes to Lord Evander.
I changed my mind. Here you go, bro.
Thanks, Scott.
Do you go and give it to him?
Yeah.
All right. Immediately there is somebody scurrying to your side. It is the severe woman up front. Deals are not to be undone. They are important agreements. What are you doing? You are going to destroy everything.
Says who?
Yes, says who?
The rules.
Can I have a copy of the rules?
No, don't forget that. That's bullshit. Somebody wrote the rules.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so says who?
The ledgers.
No. We've not cut to the chase here. First of all, who the fuck are you?
I'm Rita. I'm the one who's guiding the ledgers.
No, you don't guide ledgers. Look, I'm not an accountant. Bob is. I can't emphasize that enough. Bob, do we need to guide a ledger?
According to the education that I certainly participated in, no. A ledger is a device to help you keep account, but it is not a demand of the account. It is simply a tool.
They look at you like you have three heads. Simon, you and Boblovich are given a little ticket, like a parking ticket, and it's deal shenanigans, dishonesty, and despair is the charge.
Simon gets it, not Scott.
Both of you get one.
But you said Bob and Simon.
Oh my god, I keep sorry. Bob and Scott. Stupid ass names. Bob and Scott both get one.
I tear it in half.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, there are a bunch of characters immediately on you.
Sorry, do you know what shanked is, my boy?
I don't see any weapons.
Not yet.
The boss is still holding a coin in one hand and this tip in the other, and he's like, I'm not precisely sure what I'm supposed to do with it. Right?
The fine is to be paid, and the coin is to go to Lord Evander as the deal was dictated.
Right. And now I need clarification on the topic, you see. For example, Mr. Scott here is the one who issued the deal. Is he not within his power as the deal arranger? Change the nature of the deal.
Of course not. Once agreed upon, a deal is a deal. This is the Feywild.
What if?
But they didn't
parties-
agree. They
What
didn't
if
say
the
anything.
parties associated were to agree on a new deal, change the plan of the original deal?
That could be agreeable.
Excellent.
Lord Evander?
Now-
And he's looking at Boblovich like, deals do need to be kept. It would be much simpler if you simply gave me the coin.
Simpler, yes, but we're not here for simple changes. The ledger, correct? Now, what if-
Flo. Can you roll me a perception check, please?
By the
Sure,
way,
boss.
Boblovich, you take the other XP. For the intrusion.
And you get an asset on this because of your giant eyeballs.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, the difficulty on this one is, I guess this one would just be 2 because you know a lot about the Feywild.
All right.
If it's Fey bullshit, that's automatic.
This one isn't Fey bullshit. This is just Fey-ness.
It's just
It's not
shit.
bullshit this time.
Yeah. That's
Lovely. So, Flo, you know that a Fey can't break a deal. Like, it goes against every nature that they have. Like, this would be like asking somebody to pick themselves up off of the ground.
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yeah, something that's physically impossible. So, sorry, the perception that went with that, sorry, that's just something that you know. The perception that goes with that is you can see Lord Evander he's trying to do that. Like, you can see that he's trying to keep to his nature, but he's also trying to pull on something else. You can feel that tension in his body because he's right next to you. And it's like you know when a dog is trying to go to 2 people they love at the same time? Yeah.
It's just
That's what you notice.
I will fulfill the so that we may proceed to balancing correctly. He hands. Now, I do have a clerical question.
Yes.
Also, balance ledgers. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
And forgive me if I miss. You are not originally of this realm, correct?
No.
So then, by whose authority have you come to balance the ledgers of this realm, if it is not yours?
It's I'm not totally sure. I just know that it has to happen.
I have a quick team meeting, and he points at Bob, Scott, and Flo.
I must consult with my junior accountants, please. Pardon us for a moment.
We're going to the breakout room. Whatever the hell that is.
She nods towards a very sad-looking closet.
Of course.
It's a room filled with
Breaks
various
are to be
supplies for
limited
breaking
to
out.
10 minutes.
Oh yeah, no problem. Look, I was here in he closes the door. He's like, I was somewhere attached to this place in a dream before we all got here. Someone is taxing all of this. They are siphoning something off the top by counting it. And I know that doesn't actually make sense.
But that's a given.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I think, even though she looks quite nasty, and he is terribly powerful and a people pleaser, and Lady Tremaine is locked in a tower that she's going to have to punch her way out of again at some point in the near future, I think we're all looking at victims of stupidity. No, we're looking at victims of a crime.
One is not unadjacent from the other.
True. But
So
you
then-
and I, just pointing at Bob.
So then, Simon, can you get in Rita's head? Because there's probably like some kind of magic bullshit that's keeping her from remembering, because she made that face like Teach made, like Liam made.
I can, I can grab a thought or read her. Well, mind reading's probably not going to help because I don't think she's lying to us. But I can steal a dream.
Oh, this might work. Reaches in his satchel, pulls out the scroll. I got this from Dad before I left. Holds it out over to Simon because he trusts Simon more than he does himself. It's called a Scroll of Disjunction. And it, gave it to me in case I ran into, mind flayers or something. He had a bad experience with them a couple hundred years ago.
Nasty.
The whole thing.
Quite nasty.
It protects an individual from psychic interference. So if she read it, it might give her some alleviation, might give her some space. I don't know. You're the expert here. I'm just an apprentice wizard.
Do I know if the Scroll of Disjunction can be read to protect someone else instead of protecting yourself? Or is it a self-only item?
The mechanical effects of the scroll as a cipher is the user and all creatures within immediate range gain +5 to armor against psychic damage for 1 hour.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say, well, we could all have a discussion with her and tell her we've got important paperwork to go over. This seems like important paperwork in some sense of the word.
Yeah.
From what I have taken in as an observation about this place and current operation, whatever miasma has influenced the minds of the day seems to be very old and very particularly interesting paperwork that may not ever believe they will follow any line that we lay in the sand as this paper.
I believe you're correct.
Probably not wrong.
Kevin, take an XP, because yes, 100%. You are picking up what I have put down.
Simon comes out with everyone until he goes, I've received an important missive that I think you need to go over, Rita.
What is it?
It is a form regarding certain psychic interferences. And he pulls it open and he reads the spell off of it as he's standing beside her.
Glorious. Right. As you read it, go ahead.
Scott will subtly push Flo into the sphere of influence.
Just behind is like a nudge.
Flo, do you let him do that?
I think she's a little preoccupied. I don't know if she would necessarily notice.
Beautiful. So I'll say that she allows it. Simon, I need you to roll. Simon, sorry, not Simon. You don't need to roll for this yet. Scott, what level of cipher is this?
This is a level 7 cipher.
Outstanding. Okay. Scott, you give him the scroll, and Simon starts to read it. Simon, can you please give me an intellect check on your magical casting of this? And I want to see how high you can get on here.
All right. So
So
no level.
you already get the base level,
Right.
since it's a level 7 item. But if you can make a level 9 check, something ridiculous would happen.
Okay. I think Simon would put in the 2 effort, although his pool is getting pretty fucking thin. Because it's only going to cost him 3. And then he's got an asset because he has magic training. You were training the basics of magic, magic artifacts and ciphers. Does he have another asset from anyone, like from realizing that Bob is right about the paperwork or anything, or am I stuck to 1 asset?
Combing through.
Is my stroke of luck transferable?
What's your stroke of luck?
It's a nat 20 for later uses.
I would allow you to transfer that if you want to.
Seems an appropriate time.
Alrighty.
Something ridiculous. I mean.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think the assets puts it in the realm of possibility, because it would be difficulty 6, right?
So
Yes.
it's a level 7 item. So you the
Right.
difficulty of this was 5. Level 7 item means that you achieve, like, you're gonna get Rita's brain, telling you what you need to know. For the other mystery effect, it's a level 9 task to complete.
So I'm not, because this is kind of out of the box of how Cypher
Yeah.
the Cypher math goes. I can put in, effectively, I can add 9 to whatever my roll is with my own effort.
Yes.
Right.
So if I take his nat 20, I have a 29, which passes a level 9 check.
Correct. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Or I could roll it and I have to roll an
18 or higher.
Yeah.
an 18 or higher. So I will take your nat 20, Cliff.
Alrighty.
Oh my god. And I
Oh
rolled
my
a nat
God!
20.
Wow.
No.
Holy shit.
So I will do that just to say I don't have to spend the points.
Yeah.
You don't have to spend the points, and I'm gonna say that Simon, you kind of look at this and you're like, no, I know what this. I know how to. What the fuck? This is like I'm sure you've caught your students cheating at some point. And
Yes.
yeah, you get somebody is cheating with this magic. Like, this is not supposed to be how this works. You look at this and you've seen through the illusion of it. I'm gonna say that Simon, you don't need this extra stroke of luck. You're just badass enough to do this on your own. But I would ask you to give me the dialogue that you exchange with the youngling when he offers it to you.
Oh, you've got one in the bag, do you, Scott?
Yeah, I kind of. There was
Yeah,
a situation.
42 years experience, son. One in the bag already. Let me just let it rip.
Okay.
All right. Simon, seriously badass wizardry. 42 years is a long time to be studying this sort of shit, and you know exactly what you're doing, and with the precision that it needs. You use the scroll, you cast the spell, and it's like you took a scythe and just cut along all of these threads that were coming out of nowhere. And as you do so, you feel this sort of like shielding come down on you, and that resistance that you saw on Flo earlier, it's like it expanded around all of you. And there are a couple things that are going to occur. Rita is going to lose her posture rather suddenly. Instead of being pinned straight and severe, she kind of slumps. She takes a deep breath, And she holds herself up, and she looks to be holding herself up like a dancer. You recognize the poise. You recognize, again, it's a very, Simon, you would maybe be less familiar with this specific part of it, but Scott and Flo, you absolutely recognize this sort of creature. This is another one of the Eladrin. And she would not be accounted by this nature. And she looks and she's like,
I would like to say,
yeah.
Simon says, "Tell me what is actually going on."
Fuck yes! XP for everybody because that makes the GM so happy. This is a great pun. Fucking love
I have
it.
been sitting on that joke for 3 sessions.
Wow.
And she's gonna look at you. I was dancing. And then they said it was curfew. And we had fines to pay, and I didn't know what a fine was. And so I gave them the finest dress that I had, and they said that it didn't work, and then they threw us in. I'm so tired. I can't. We have to give everything. Like we've been going everywhere, and we got here, and it never ends. We're trying to
It
count
doesn't.
things that never end. It was. We left a realm of mirth, and then we started. I was counting my steps, and then the steps felt wrong. They had to be. I didn't like moving off the path, and then I didn't like anybody else moving off the path, and then when we got to the next realm, it felt like something where we needed to. We need to be compensated for it. The mirth shouldn't be free. And we found out about something called fees. And I didn't quite know what to do with it. But it was like a deal. And I know deals. And deals have to be completed. And so we came to agreements. And then it was just another and another and another. And all of the magic kept going towards this ledger we had found.
Simon has produced a still warm chocolate chip cookie from his
Oh my
bag and is holding it out. He goes, "Relax, dear. Have a bite."
Hey, who are you? And she looks ready to cry.
He goes, "This is Bob, Flo. No, Bob, Scott, and Flo." And he looks at Flo. What does he see when he turns around and looks at Flo?
Flo. Oh, Flo. You are struck with the most mind-splitting, horrible pain of your entire life. It goes like lightning into your brainstem, and you feel like every cell in there is being torn apart one by one. Have you ever had that sensation of, oh, right, I forgot to do that important thing?
On the daily.
Yeah.
No,
So,
absolutely not. I don't have ADHD. Of course
if
I
I
have.
could take away XP for that.
Oh my god.
So that pressure and stress and panic, yeah, it is absolutely tangible. As you recall, absolutely fucking everything as your entire shielding comes apart.
No.
Not only that, because we're gonna get to that. Flo, the reason everything hurts so fucking badly is every wrinkle is flying off of your face. Your hair is growing out centimeter by centimeter in a rich new color. Your eyes have sunk back into their head where they belong in, its usual human form. But wow, you're seeing a hell of a lot better than you ever were. Every inch of you seems to be feeling less and less of gravity as it sinks back to where it once was. You are now the age of 23.
Damn.
Shit.
With
I'm not
all
entirely
of
convinced that that's Flo, but I lack the evidence to say it's someone else at the moment. So we're going to go with that's still Flo.
as the years come off of your body, a bunch of them come flowing into your head. Can I please get a intellect check off of you?
Yeah.
Level
Certainly.
9.
Oh my god. That makes sense.
Is this intellect defense? Or
Oh,
is
sorry,
this
intellect
check?
defense. Yeah, intellect defense.
Do not know if you have an asset in
I don't have that.
So it is unmakeable for you unless you have an asset in addition to the effort you might apply. Because you would need
Don't
to
have
roll
an asset?
21.
I don't
All
have a
right.
fucking asset.
Cool.
Okay.
The last thing that you kind of feel coming to your mind before you fall unconscious, and we're going to roll for some intellect damage for you in a moment. Lady Tremaine wasn't always Lady Tremaine for you. She was once also known as Mother.
Oh.
And she called you her finest treasure, the jewel of her crown.
Of course she did.
Yeah. And then,
Yeah.
let's find out how much brain ouchies you get.
Probably all of them. I'm not doing very well anyway.
Yeah, it's not very good. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. 13 points of intellect damage.
Oof.
What happens when I have less than that?
It goes to your
Yeah,
other
sure.
pools.
Yeah,
Yep.
you become
Okay.
hindered.
Spills into your might pool, and you lose. So first you become impaired, and then you lose consciousness.
So,
Don't
yeah.
worry. If you're dead, I can bring you back.
So you automatically take 1 level of hindrance because that's just how intense this was. And then this is the intellect damage you get from all of the memories coming back, all at the same time.
You are apparently trying to kill her. How many intellect points did you have?
I had 10 and now I have 0, and I have 3
Okay.
might points.
Wait, and speed?
Speed, I have 9.
Okay, so you're still full up on speed. We're
You're good.
rocking and
You're
rolling.
totally fine. Yeah.
All right.
Everything's good.
So yeah, I believe
You
you're
are
unconscious, but breathing.
Unconscious though. Yeah.
Yeah, because she also knocked you down 1 step on the damage track
Yeah.
outside of that.
Hmm.
You are
Yeah.
debilitated,
So that would
which
be-
is unconscious.
Like, debilitated? What
Yeah.
is...
So up at the top, you know where that is, right? Where the
Yeah.
damage track
Pale,
is? Okay.
impaired, debilitated.
Cool.
I will read you the description of debilitated because I think it might not quite be unconscious. I remember
It's not, because there's a third step.
No, the third step is
Oh, third
dead.
step is dead.
Yeah.
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 Where's debilitated? Damage track
Too young to die.
218. Yeah, you weren't too young to die, but now you are. Wait, what? Do. Damage track has 4 states from best to worst: hail, impaired, debilitated, dead. One of the PC stat pools reaches 0. They move 1 step down the damage track. Thus, if they are hail, they become impaired. If they're impaired, they become debilitated. If they're already debilitated, they become dead. Debilitated is a critically injured state. A debilitated character may not take any actions other than to move no more than an immediate distance. If a debilitated character's speed pool is 0, they can't move at all. When a debilitated PC takes enough damage to reduce the stat pool to 0, they are dead. And then it helpfully tells you, dead is dead.
It's dead.
That is
Yes.
important information.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, dead.
So sprawled unceremoniously on the floor is baby Flo.
Yeah.
Fantastic looking 23-year-old Flo.
Damn, Simon, I didn't get it, but now I get it.
Yeah. Look, son. Not all. It's not all on the surface. I'll tell you that.
Aside from the lack of consciousness, I will have what she's having.
Brain damage?
He didn't
As
see
a
that.
treat.
He just saw her get younger.
Just
And
slight
fall
nosebleed.
unconscious. Okay.
Well, he said aside from the lack of consciousness, he knows what he's talking about.
All right.
Bob's a real freak. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Probably.
And I do
Servant and
think I'm
mentor
actually going to
Manson.
end the session there because that's fun.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, that's awesome.
So that
Gotta
was
lie
going
the
to come
floor
about
for a
differently,
couple
I
weeks.
thought, but this will also be great.
I mean, hey.
Nat 20, baby. Simon
Nat
says.
20.
Simon says
Simon
rolling at
says
20.
Yes.
Y'all,
I
for
can't
those-
wait for you to find Lady Tremaine again.
Yeah.
Mama.
For those of you who played in our NSBU campaign, I am a wild card.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
I don't know-
Quick question. Did you bring
Yes.
Lord Evander with you into the Mind Shield bubble?
No, I don't think
Okay.
I wouldn't have thought of it.
I don't think
I was more
Bob
concerned
was
with-
even in it.
What's that?
He was.
I tried. I brought the whole party. I tried
Yeah.
to bring the whole
Okay.
party in tow with me.
Well, I mean, if Evander was there standing with Rita while we went to the break room and then came back.
Oh, that's right. And yeah,
He was also-
Evander would not. Yeah, he was watching you like a hawk. So yeah, no, he would have been there with you.
attached to
Yeah.
me.
To you.
Yeah.
Do we get an XP for that?
Fuck yeah, you do. Every single one of you.
Do I get an extra XP for nearly dying?
Sure, why not? And I'm also going to give an extra one to Simon for being the badassery of wizardry.
Alright.
And I'm going to give one to Scott for being such a phenomenal team player. And I'm
Giving
going to
away
give
your good shit.
Yep, and I'm going to give one to Boblovich for trying to have what she's having.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to take pool points because I'm a little light on pool points, and we have not had 10 minutes to sit down.
What are you talking about? You had 10 minutes in the jail.
Yeah, I didn't take my 10-minute recovery though.
Oh,
We also took
I was-
a 10-minute chat break.
What should I take?
Spoiled for choice over here for tier 2.
there you go.
To pick 4 things.
Yeah,
God damn.
that's wild. I felt kind of happy that I only had to pick 2 for mine because I was like looking at all of them and I was like, that's a lot to deal with.
Lana, I'm going to send you some stuff this coming week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. I feel great.
Totally.
I mean, you
I
look
love
good,
when both-
but
This
Sometimes
is
your voice goes a little higher, and then it goes a little higher, and you think it can't go any higher, and then it's still going up and higher.
And then the mic cuts out because it can't pick up that
Yeah.
pitch anymore.
Can't figure that out.
I'm a soprano.
thank
that
you
was fun, Joe.
for playing tonight. I appreciate it.
I thought we were going to get to court. We never got
So
to
did
court.
I, but you guys managed to talk your way out of some things and came up with solutions that were unusual but fun, so we went with them.
Rob figured out that paperwork was key here and laid off an entire guard force and then let everybody else out of prison. So
Bob invented downsizing and unemployment. I don't know that you're actually helping the Feywild at this point. I think Bob is probably adding to the problem, but okay.
what else is a
Making
goblin
things
in the
better for
Feywild
us.
supposed to do?
It's fine. Fine.
Yeah.
I really wanted to talk to them about unionizing. That was my plan. I was going to start slipping them like union paperwork and like little. Have you thought about
as lead jail guard, Bob would totally crack down on that. He would union bust the fuck out of you. Yeah.
That's Bob's vibe.
Oh my god.
Holy.
I feel like whoever watches this first is going to have a lot of quotes that got missed.
Oh yeah.
It's just a shit ton.
I know, because the first quote of the night was Greg's one Shibari reference, and I know there's a lot of ridiculous things that are said before that. So
Oh my god, yeah.
yeah, without Lauren here, there's only like 6 quotes from the entire session.
I had
but
to-
there's
I had
a
to
lot
go-
of memorable things.
Yeah,
I had to
it's
go
always
look out.
Go
I
ahead.
had to go look up what shibari is. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That's in my search history now. Thanks.
Wow.
So,
Oh my god.
You what is happening?
so the funny
So
thing
so I
is,
know I gave XP. You get one for that one, man, for trauma.
yeah. So
You
just to
get
be
1
clear,
XP for Shibari trauma.
I am in Cypher averaging about 1 Shibari reference per campaign. That's not a lie. That wasn't like a flippant quote. That's an actual statistic.
I am
Honestly,
on. This is ridiculous. I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum from you, Cliff. I'm literally looking at my rope hanging. It's like it's right there. I'm pointing at it. It's right there.
listen, I respect it.
Yeah, now that you know what it is. What a Google search. Oh my
Well,
god.
I mean, I was familiar, but I didn't know that was the name of that. But hey, you know,
So-
you knew of concept, but not terminology. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes more
precisely, it's education,
Yeah,
edification.
sense. Yeah.
Both. So I had a character called Synthera who was
Oh, Synthera.
a tight jumpsuit wearing one prosthetic like eye on her face with like a laser red lens in it, whose whole thing was not giving a fuck and getting in everybody's personal space.
When I heard one eye, for a split second, I was considering Cyclops stripper.
Now,
That is
Okay,
where
that's
I
going into
was
the
also.
quotes.
so
Oh.
she accompanied the party. Everybody, the party was very thrown off by her in character because she would do things like sit in your lap and ask you a question, like straddle you and just ask you what you were doing and what you thought was the right, just to be in your space. Everyone's like, this lady's crazy. I'm like, yes, she's a bit unhinged. And she had reasons for being unhinged. But they get to this one part and they're having this discussion about trying to get up to the top level of this tower that has a bunch of stuff inside it. It's all falling apart. And one person has boots that can climb right up walls. They climb up the wall. I forget how Boots got up there. The 2 of you were up top.
Booth
He had a
was the one
jetpack, didn't he?
with the boots at the time, because this was Seihin at the time.
Oh yeah, and then Seihin runs up top because he's an
Seihin
acrobat.
run, yeah.
And then there's 2 other people on the bottom, and they start talking about bringing them up with a rope. And Synthera leans in and she goes, normally there's a lot more what did she say? There's a lot more sort of intimacy and discussion, but I don't want to see you get hurt on the way up.
Lead up to this or something like that. Or...
Yeah, there's a lot more lead up, but I don't want you to get hurt on the way up. So she fashions a harness that's not going to break their back while they're going up, and everyone's like, she knows Shibari? I'm like, of course she does.
You met her? What?
Not gonna break her back. What's gonna break her back?
Womp womp.
Yeah, I want you to have a good time as you're hauled 10 stories up. Yeah, so that was Synthera's, and I feel like there was a Shibari reference, although no actual rope tying in the Taken by the Night campaign. I feel like there was something that happened at the hotel.
There were a lot of tendrils and very specifically not tentacles that happened in the Taken by
Look,
the
dude,
Night.
I have to avoid the word tentacles. So I was telling Joe this the other day that the implication of tentacles and that word is so hard, so coded now that I'm like, I have to avoid that. Even if it's a goddamn octopus, I have to be like, so the limbs of the octopus.
Okay, wait. I have a solution for this. Octopuses. They have arms, not tentacles.
There you go.
Squids have like several arms, and then they have 2 tentacles that are like specialized appendages.
So no squids. Squid avoidance.
But octopuses arms.
Squid avoidance. Bad experience with a squid?
I just don't want to get into tentacles, and they have them and octopuses don't.
Yeah, octopuses have arms, not tentacles. That's true.
Yeah. But I just very specifically remember
because it's a squid, 10 tickles.
Tentacles. Okay, sure, yeah, man.
Right, that makes sense.
Of course.
I just very specifically remember in Taken by the Night, there was at one point where you were describing things and you started to say tentacles, and you said, "Well, no, I can't say that. They're tendrils." And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I don't know why we're avoiding that word, but all right,
Okay,
great.
now.
I mean, the name of one of our campaigns at the end was Team Aerial Hentai, so.
Yeah.
It was a short campaign.
Yep.
I had an absolute blast tonight being the one guy who figured out how to do paperwork in the Fey realm
Yep.
right
Yeah.
away.
That was
Yep.
beautiful.
Yeah, I thought we were going to have a
Sorry,
court
I had a great
case.
time telling everybody how bad ill-conceived all of their plans were.
So good. I
And being a
love
badass
Simon
wizard at the end who broke somebody's brain.
Yeah. Simon at
Thank
every turn
you.
going, "You're thinking too much about it."
Yes.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, your
You're
dream
being
stuff
literal
came
again.
into play. That was kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I thought we were going to have a court case. We might be doing a jailbreak, I guess. Who knows what direction you're going to go. Maybe you're going to unionize. I heard that was on the table.
Nope.
I feel like we might have bought ourselves at least a ticket out of here if Evander and this Rita lady know they've been had. Which clearly they have been had, but obviously the device at the center of this is not in neither of their possessions per se. So yeah, we still have problems.
My
And
concern is even Evander, who knows he's been had, has it out for me. So I feel fear
maybe.
there.
We haven't seen exactly what's happened. I mean, yes, you are a treasure. You are stolen. I presume treasure means child stolen. Oh, by the way, you referred to her features as human. My understanding is she's a gnome. Is she still a gnome?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, not human.
Okay, she's a
Human
23-year-old
as in not
gnome.
thing.
So,
Yeah.
so yeah, sorry. I forgot you were a gnome. You are a 123-year-old gnome.
Okay.
You could still be a 23-year-old
yeah.
gnome. I mean, gnomes
That's a
can be
baby.
23.
yeah, I think
It's a baby gnome.
Baby
Oh,
gnome.
okay, wait. Okay. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze. Wait.
Do it.
It went away.
Give her.
Do it.
Do it.
I wonder how everybody feels about this. So races that live longer, I've always had in my head that they mature at the same rate and then they just live as adults for a very long time.
That is the way that I have always played my long-lived races in my worlds as
Yes.
well. I don't know if that's accurate or how other people feel about it. That's
it's
just
not
how I do it.
It's not canonical to Faerun. In Faerun,
Yeah.
elves reach maturity at 100, gnomes reach it at about 40. But and then there's the question of what about Aarakocras that live 30 years and reach maturity at age 5?
Mm-hmm.
So I played an Eladrin, and I very specifically had my own headcanon for why it took 100 years to be
Yeah.
ready to deal with reality. And it actually was a fairly big part of the character's whole like thing. So I don't have a problem if anybody's like, hey, they come to maturity at an early age. But I feel like if you want to play these as alien, sort of culturally alien creatures, that
Right.
there should be something that happens between physical maturity and quote unquote adulthood that is a stage of life that does not exist for humans. Right? It's just
Right.
like we go, oh, you're a teenager and then you're a young adult. Okay, well, what if you're a teenager and then you're a dreamer, or you're a
There's some kind of
specialist
state.
or a studier? Yeah, there's this period of life where it's like, okay, they're not a child,
You're not there yet.
but also they are participating in some cultural thing that we don't consider them an adult yet.
They're
Because they
kind
have
of
to,
Scott just came out of that phase.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's like, okay, I've been studying life and the way things work for a long time. And he's starting to see the tropes and he's like, ooh, trope. Yeah. I like that
I'm an
trope.
adventurer.
That's
So-
precisely, Greg, what you just described is precisely what I do for my elves in my worlds. As they mature, they become physically mature at the normal rate that like a human would, but they are societally still seen as children until they're in their hundreds. Because at that point, they're not really useful to their society until they've learned enough to be society.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In my head, it's kind of halfway between the two. So they do physically mature, like it takes longer to do that. Like you're short for a longer period of time, but you're not like a baby for the entirety of it. But it's yeah, most of your adolescence is spent. In the case of an elf, it's connecting with the weave of nature. With a dwarf, it would be learning the nature of stone. Like you spend a bunch of time like underground, really getting the feel of
Licking
everything that lives there. You get
Licking all the
darkened,
rocks.
as
Yeah,
Terry
licking
Pratchett might
rocks.
say.
Mm.
And the gnomes would have a similar sort of thing, but it would be for crafting. It's you have the longest apprenticeship ever. You have to know how to do absolutely fucking everything before anybody in gnome society will take you seriously.
I feel like Flo's version of this, and in her family, it would be academia. It would
Yeah.
be study, right? Like that's
Until you've
her whole
got a
family is
doctorate.
academics. Exactly.
Doctorate.
So you have all the
You're not taken
doctorates,
seriously
Yeah.
until you have 5 doctorates. Like
and then you started studying something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here's a weird real world, like how alien do I think things are equivalent, is dolphins, which are generally considered to be like some of the most intelligent things in the sea. Dolphins at 14, 15, 16 years old are sexually mature. Dolphin females regularly have babies because there is no dolphin birth control. And those babies generally do not survive because they do not take care of the babies. They die. I presume that's fine culturally if you're a dolphin. It's a thing you do. You fuck around, you have babies, and you don't invest a whole lot of information, like time and energy, in whether the baby survives or not until you reach a certain stage of maturity. And then you're like, no, I want to keep this baby. This is an important baby to me. I think I want to raise this. And then you get advice from your dolphin friends, and you manage to get a dolphin baby to adulthood. We would consider that murder, right? It's like abandonment and murder. It's like, no, I don't think dolphin court is a thing. I think they just get to do whatever the fuck they want.
Now, don't doubt dolphins. They could run a courthouse. I'm sure of it.
Yes, I bet they could. But again,
They would run the most fucked up courthouse. Dolphins are so. Those are mean creatures.
There's a reason I
Mean.
have thalassophobia, and 90% of it's dolphins. Let's just be real. I mean,
and the other 10% is killer whales.
yeah. Have you ever seen a whale? They're huge. That's
Okay, an orca is not like
it's huge.
ridiculously
You
huge.
cannot tell me an orca is not huge. It's big.
I got to be honest. I know not a single orca has ever attacked a human in the wild. That doesn't mean that I'm swimming with orcas. Sorry.
It's none of my business to swim with them.
Yeah.
I don't need to get in their way. They
That's
can just
their
do
world,
their
okay? They designed their bodies to swim in water and breathe in like all that stuff.
The air. Yep.
The air, but to
Yeah.
be able to do that, they're designed for. I'm not. I got no flippers. There's no webbing on my appendages.
Yeah.
I strap on a dangerous device so I can go breathe underwater and look at poisonous creatures. I
Sorry, but
enjoy doing
only
this.
part of that's going in the quotes.
Are they poisonous or are they venomous? What are you looking at, Joe?
Both, actually. They are both poisonous and venomous. Don't eat them. Don't let them eat you.
Nice.
There you
Damn
go.
it.
That's how I live my life. In general.
So, just so we're clear, if you bite it and you die, it's poisonous.
Poisonous.
Correct.
If it bites you
and you die,
It's
venomous.
yes.
Or if it like stings you.
Right.
There's
If you
some
bite
kind
each
of-
other and neither of you die, that's kinky.
That's yes.
Got it.
Kink.
Perfect. Education.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Now I need to
feel
put
like
dolphin.
that Scott has a. Sorry, I feel like Cliff has a secret spreadsheet of things that he does not ask anybody about, as far as the best media
This
available.
group has filled in so much information for him this evening.
out me like that.
He's like, can you repeat
Hey
that?
man, if I had the wherewithal to have a spreadsheet, it would have been very large. So what can you do?
Live and learn, like Sonic the Hedgehog says.
Make
Are we still recording,
notes.
by the way?
Oh, yep.
Perfect.
That is the perfect time to ask that question.
It lives
And
on
this is why they remain unlisted.
Yeah,
'Cause
unlisted
good
is not
God.
actually private. So if someone could randomly type in the address and find this one day, it'd be hilarious.
Yeah, well, they won't be my
Probably one of your
students, so I don't care.
Oh my God.
Never gonna become president. Oh man.
Okay, so for anybody who finds this and for some reason knows who we are, shut the fuck up.